Hey, everybody, I'm being attacked by aliens. Whoa. Whoa. Man, this winter sunlight is a real pain. Fix yourself! Oh my god, what's happening? That's good. Okay. We're there. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Woolen Lotus. Hey, Arca. Hey, Big B. Any suggestions for replacing Uther or Gruul? Actually, we already did replace Gruul with Onyxia, so maybe you could just keep Gruul in there, drop it on Onyxia in for Uther and call it a day. My day is going okay, Arca. What's so bad about your day, Arca? I have to wonder. I have to ask. And good morning, Bruno. Thanks for the 100 bits. Kicking things off already. My God. That's sick, dude. That's incredible.
Boys, make some
What is this garbage? What? 1 second, guys. Okay, that's fine. Can work with that. Man, new dashboard on Streamlabs. What is going on? Okay. We'll figure it out, though. And let's see. Woolen Lotus dropping the sub. Oh, my God. Woolen Lotus, welcome back. Hold up a second. Let me fix something here. Getting organized today, guys. Woolen Lotus, 11 months. Dude, welcome back. That's insane. That's a big time sub, my man. Big time sub. And we will play some Hearthstone to celebrate that beautiful sub. You still in Control Hunter? It's a hard question to answer. I don't know that I've ever really been into Control Hunter. I've wanted to make that a thing for a long time. I don't know that we've played it a lot though. But yeah, sure. Yes. Greetings, Mighty Samson. Arcus says, long story short, work issues where code and results do not make any logical sense, whatever. That seems to happen a lot in the world of code. I feel like that's something we hear often with code. It just makes no logical sense. Like, why on earth did that happen? I have an idea for it. Sure thing, let's hear it. Is it just me or is the stream frozen? I think it might just be you. We got the most beautiful stream health chart ever. 0 fluctuations. I'm not sure. Hey, Brad Spacely, dude. Good to see you. I shifted into a new computer, guys, on my second screen. So I'm kind of getting adjusted to some stuff here. But I'm getting there. No worries. Salt Beta, hello. Matt Pardo. Hey, man, right back at ya. I think everything's going to go much smoother eventually once I sort it out, but it's just going to take a bit to sort it out. Okay. I think we're good to go, though. Cool. Rely on hero power to win. Let's see. Control Odd Hunter. Master Oakheart Baku. Gladiator's Longbow. Crushing Walls. Witchwood Grizzly. Vilebird Skitterer. Rotten Apple Bomb. Explosive Shot. Clockwork Automaton. Unleash the Hounds, Tar Creeper, Spider Bomb, Kaboom Bot, Deadly Shot, Hunter's Mark, Candle Shot. Interesting. I like it. I mean, I get your idea, kind of relying on the hero power to win. I have to wonder, though, is that ever better than just Rexar, you know? Rexar's just so good at being a late-game tool. I know that this is not a Rexar deck, and that's okay. It's a pretty neat idea. I just don't know if it'll go deep enough. Like, what happens if you play an odd warrior, you know? Like, your hero power loses to their hero power. You'll never win. It would be impossible to win. So in other words, like, the hero power does do what you're describing, which is to say it gives you a win condition, you know, dealing 3 damage to the face every turn. Eventually will overwhelm your opponents. But the problem is it doesn't contribute to your game plan in the meantime, right? Like, if you float a hero power on turn 2 or whatever... because you don't have anything else to play because you're an odd deck, you're not really contributing to the game plan. So I don't know, it makes me nervous in that regard. Well, have you played it though? Have you tested it? Like, has it been working already or not working already, you know? Like, where are you at on the process here? Tell us the results. That'll give me more confidence. Tell us the results. I need to get up a deck tracker for you guys, don't I? It's funny, I don't even really play with deck trackers off stream, but for you guys I do. I don't really do it much off stream. Occasionally I do, but most of the time I don't. 5-2 at the moment. I see. Interesting. Rank 20, yeah, rank 20 still not the best, you know, probably sampled, but interesting nonetheless. Does not mean it's invalidated as a sample, just not always the most obvious. Deck tracker. Pink screen. Pink screen. Hey, we did it. We did it, guys. Hey, Regis says, Mage thought I'd drop in since nothing is happening in class. Oh my god. The days of being able to just do that. Man. I miss them. Those old days. The good old days. Nothing really to attack with my weapons, so Hinge Clan Thug feels weird. We're very far behind because Fungalmancer right now is going to blow us out. Fungalmancer on the Blink Fox trading in is really, really good. We can ping it back, but then I take a ton of damage for free, basically. So he might even trade this way too. Nope, he's not trading at all. My god, man. You're a madman. That actually gives me some plays. Actually gives me some sick plays here. I'm not gonna say he threw the game, but we did just make a bit of a recovery. We're still at 13 health is the bigger issue though. How can we possibly win with 13 health? Hey, Turbo Mid, how's it going? Hey, Smookahoond, I just said that. Hey, Ian Baka, get it! How's it going? You lose a priest only. Interesting. I wonder why priest. Why do you lose to priest? I would think their hero power wouldn't really slow you down that much. I would think you'd have enough kind of oomph to get over priest. I would be more worried about odd warrior, I think, would be my biggest fear. Down to 4 health, guys. What do we do here? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We can't kill him. Can't stay alive. Seems like we're in trouble. There's no 1-mana card here that wins. So we'll just concede. We'll just concede. What do you think of this card? Yes, I'll check it out. By the way, have you started looking at the new custom cards? I have, in fact. I have even narrowed them down to the final 15. I'm almost done. One of your cards made the final 15, Mage, I think, but I don't think it's going to make the 10. I just can't, in good conscience, explain. I'm not really in good conscience. I can't really explain why it would be good, which is the Confused Rat Man. Like, I like it in theory, but it's can only attack friendly characters. I mean, that's a really weird way to phrase that. Does that mean it can attack friendly characters, or does that mean if it somehow is like misdirected, it can attack friendly characters, but otherwise can't attack? Or does that just basically mean it can't really attack at all? You know what I mean? Like, functionally, what does that mean? I'm having trouble getting over that hurdle. I wonder if this is Orlando. I doubt it. I doubt it. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, I'm not quite as busy right now. I think you guys think I'm like making stuff up when I say I'm really busy and I don't have time to do things. I think people think that's like, you know, I think that's kind of a normal excuse in life. Oh, I've just been so busy. People will say that sort of thing, and it's like, oh, I've just kind of procrastinated it. No, I'm actually really busy. When I say I'm busy, too busy to do things, it's legitimate. Like, I'm actually too busy. Faroon, speaking of cards that almost made the cut. Faroon, you had a card I absolutely love. And you might actually have another card that makes the list anyway, I think. I think there's one more that's really close regardless. But, Faroon, your card, like the Murloc mech suit or whatever it's called, I don't remember what it's called. It made my final 15, and it would be an instant inclusion if it wasn't a Murloc and instead it was just a mech. You've got mech written in there on the kind of card text, but I just don't think it should be a Murloc. I don't think it should be a Murloc. Why is it a Murloc? It's a suit of metal. It shouldn't be a Murloc. It should be a mech. The magnetic can apply to Murloc still. I love that. Like, suiting up a Murloc is perfect. Still connects the two synergistically. It would be 100% instant include if it was just a mech and not a Murloc. Annoying sparkle bottom left corner. Probably green screen stuff. Yeah, let me fix it. The sunlight's hitting the green screen weird. The sunlight comes through the window at this like exact angle to barely clip the back of the green screen. It's kind of weird. That is the most hilarious way I've ever heard anyone say Ian Baka Garrett. I'm glad. Hey, Goat Dude, how's it going, man? Mage says he's like a dark pack spellstone guy. So I see my wording there would probably just be can attack friendly characters. Or, well, I guess only still makes sense. But the fact that those are bundled together for some reason makes it seem like you're trying to explain two new things at once, which is kind of weird to me. Like, can attack friendly characters would be its own new thing, right? Like, we've never seen that before. Nothing else can attack friendly characters. So to kind of bundle in can only attack friendly characters for whatever reason, that seems to make it kind of more complicated or more awkward. I don't even know how to... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like two things are happening at once, and that's a little bit too much. Maybe I'm crazy. Is Even Paladin making a return? It is, yeah. A lot of people have been playing Even Paladin over the last week. I'm not really super familiar with all the variations of the list, but Faroon says, I did love that card too, and that's a good point. I probably should have left the Murloc tribe off. Yeah, I would have just made it a mech. Part of me was like, oh my god, I just want to go fix this card for him. Like, just find the artwork and remake the card and just make it a mech and not a Murloc. Because why would it be a Murloc, right? Like, yes, it's a suit that goes on Murlocs, which I love. Like, that's a great... Combining mechs and Murlocs and Paladin would be a really, really cool idea. So it's just like 99% of the way there. You know, 99.9% of the way there. And I'm thinking about including it anyway, just because I like it so much. But I think I'm gonna have to. I think you have another card on the list anyway, so don't fret. Might work out regardless, but might work out regardless. But just that's how I think through these things, you know. That's how I think through these things. So I don't know, Mage. Your card's not eliminated yet. I'm down to, like I said, like top 15. So I don't know yet. I'm gonna see where it lands. Right now, it's probably like 11 or 12 in my mind, but I haven't actually kind of narrowed it down. I got to kind of do a double check on everything and go from there. Anyway, new card to look at here: Crystal Miner, a 2-mana 1/1 neutral or a neutral minion. Battlecry, draw a card with cost equal to your full mana crystals. I like that a lot. That's a good name. Cool, you know, kind of variable tutor. That's a really good design. Yeah, that's awesome. Great name, great artwork. Nailed it. That's a perfect card. Yeah, that's great. Really, really good. Serenite Chain Gang lines up pretty well against this guy, so we'll do that. Really good card design. The Iron Murloc, exactly like Iron Man, but Iron Murloc. Hey, good morning, Guru. How's it going? Can and can only attack friendly characters felt awkward when I made the card a while ago, but it also doesn't fit the word limit. Yeah. No, I know. It's close. Like I said, it's really close. Man, where is my Spellbreaker again? Ugh. I mean, this doesn't feel great, but we gotta get through it. I hope this is our friend Lando. I don't think Lando plays at this high rank, but I may be mistaken. I don't know. We're out of gas, though. We don't have much left to work with here. We need to draw something powerful soon, or we're gonna lose. Bruno says, I just started a new free-to-play account to see what the 50 to 25 rank ladder was like and got Baku out of a free pack, but now I feel bad steamrolling everyone. Yeah, Baku is, in Odd Paladin, is one of those cards where you can just, like, toss in Baku, and, like, almost no matter what you build around it, the hero power is so good that you probably still just win games, you know? It's not like you need some super powerful deck to empower your Baku and Paladin. You just slam Baku and you're kind of good to go. Okay, I mean, we're still behind. Valenire's starting to stack up. This is getting scary. Hey, OB, how's it going? Hello, right back at you. It's okay, I'm happy since I've already had multiple cards and videos. Like I said, you're not totally out yet. I don't know, I gotta think about it some more. It's really just, can it be something I can present convincingly, you know? Because it's not just like the card itself, it's the fact that I have to be able to talk about the card. You know, and if it's not a natural thing to talk about, or if it's really confusing to present, that's the sort of thing that can hold it back as well. That can be a bit of a problem. I don't know, I actually had less cards that really caught my eye this time around. My first cut was 15 cards. Usually the first cut's like 50. So I'm kind of just trying to sort that out in my brain. Like, did I do something different? Oh, that's good, but is it going to be too late? I don't really have time for this. This is 5. Can play the Hinge Clan, I guess. Boy, oh boy, guys, we got problems here. We are dying quick. We have a bit of a board finally, but we're dying quick. I guess there is a chance he just dies next turn, right? What do we have? Leroy Hero Power kills this. That leaves me with 8, 11, 13, plus 4 is 17. So, no, actually, plus another one is 18. Not quite. Not quite setting up. Hey, Spaghetti Man dropping the 100 bits. Good morning, right back at you. Thank you for the bits, Spaghetti Man. Streamlabs changed this. This is annoying. I cannot see. Really? I can't see my daily bit totals? Oh, here we go. No, I can. What on earth is a face mask? I have no idea what that means. Streamlabs, you are scaring me right now. What does that mean? I don't know, but I found a new screen to show it. But unfortunately now I have to jump back and forth between stuff. That's annoying. Why do people always change UIs to add... everyone always does this. It's always a trend in design. Like, take away information from a user interface. In other words, sacrifice... are we dead? Not technically, no, but we're functionally dead. Take away... Oh, that's actually a high roll. Cool, okay. You take away information for visualization, in other words. It really annoys me. It's fine if you're doing things that are like for a utility purpose, I guess. You know, like, or not even, yeah, for utility, yeah. So if it's meant to be something that's, you know, simple and it's only a few steps, but if it's like a dashboard where you need a lot of information, like don't hide things behind multiple layers, right? Like the dashboard should contain as much as possible. It just depends on the utility, right? Like what the purpose is. Okay, consecration. We shouldn't have traded then, maybe. We actually had a chance if we hadn't traded. 16 plus Leroy plus Fungal is pretty good. Okay, we should have traded. Consecration, we gotta remember that. We gotta remember that. Hey, R11K. Hey, Chili Yeti. I'm not dropping any frames, I don't think, on my end. I look smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. Why ever trade? Because it increases the likelihood that Lich King survives against weapons in our opponent's deck. But for consecration's sake, we shouldn't, like we already identified. That's why we learned. How long will the stream go on for? Probably another 2.5 hours or so. Might end a little early depending on work stuff, but probably another 2.5 hours. At least another 2 hours. I'm using an older version of Tempo Rogue without Baku and Climb fine. Just needed a little work. That's what I've been doing too. This deck can definitely win games. This deck's in the same place as that. An older version of Tempo Rogue with Kellishath and no sort of Baku shenanigans. And we do pretty well. This deck has a solid win rate. It's not great. It's not a great win rate, but it's solid. It's reasonable enough. 55% with this deck so far. Over 89 games, which is, you know, treading on a pretty solid sample size at this point. Probably no need to... Well, actually, Coin Kelliseth does look pretty solid with Weapon on 2 and Hinge-Clan on 3. Yeah, when we actually have a weapon that we want to utilize because Hinge-Clan comes down on 3, it actually feels better, doesn't it? I use an older version of Tempo Rogue without... Oh, already read that. Did they nerf this deck? I don't remember. It fell off, but I'm not sure why. Yeah, it was Bone Mare and... specifically Bone Mare and the little worm dude, whose name I can't remember. What's the little worm dude's name? Quarter Creeper. They were pretty good in this sort of build, but they went away.
You use beard products. Your beard game is strong, good sir.
Pyro, thank you. I really don't, which and upsets some people, I know. I don't though. I just use soap. I don't even shampoo it. I just use like face soap. The thing most people get wrong with their beard is like shaping and greed, I think. I would call it greed because a lot of people just want like a super long beard, and the longer the beard, the harder it is to kind of keep it in a good shape. Now, some people do it well, don't get me wrong. Some people have a long beard that looks great. Other people have a long beard and they just do not care for it at all. Like, they just leave it to go crazy. And although it looks cool and bushy and big, it just doesn't look as refined, you know. And I'm actually getting a little shaggy on the... I got to trim up my, you know, my neckline and chin, cheek line. But even that can look okay too, as long as the bulk of the beard has a good shape to it. And a lot of people make this mistake. I talk about this a lot. You'll see a lot of people's beards. It's a very common trend where unfortunately the guys will draw a line from like along their jawline. Your beard should not line up on your jaw. So they'll like, it's hard to show this. I need to do it with the drawing. That's the best way to visualize this always. Spellbreaker, trade, backstab, trade. Spellbreaker's pretty good too. Yeah. I think, are we committed to going face here? Like, do we have to think about the mana tide at all? Or are we just committed? Are we just committed to going face? I don't really know the answer to that question. I think we're committed to going face because they did it a turn ago. We don't have to, but anyway, let me see if I can draw what I mean with beards here. Okay, I got blue for some reason as my color. So this is a guy's jaw, right? And this is his lips, and here's his nose. Here's some eyeballs. Here's the ear. Okay, so, and here's the neckline, right? And here's some hair. Tiny little forehead. We got the anti-Raynad forehead here. This is kind of hard to see. I wish it wasn't in blue. Earthshock. Okay. So now I kind of regret not killing this stuff. Alright, we're gonna kill it now, I suppose, right? Just because the value trade makes it much better, because this can now still trade here, but we get something out of it. Anyway, so a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll draw their beard line, like, right here, right? And it leaves this sort of like double chin thing that happens, right? Down here. What you need to do instead... Oh god, why did it pick up that layer? Stop. This isn't even the best visualization anymore, unfortunately. Like, I don't think I visualized it very well. Because I didn't give the guy enough of a neck. What you need to do is draw your beard down to your Adam's apple. Like, this is your Adam's apple. Should be about a finger width above your Adam's apple. And what that'll do is give you a much fuller beard. So it looks like a big full... See how much beard there is? Like, my beard's not long. It's just that it's shaped correctly. There's a lot of beard from here to here. What many guys will do is cut it right here. Because they think it gives them a jawline. But what that really does is it just exposes this sort of fatty pack beneath your chin. And even if you're skinny, like, you still have this sort of fatty pack. And I have some very good examples in the Hearthstone community I'd show you. But I don't want to call anybody out. Like, I know of a couple of specific beards in the Hearthstone community that have this exact sort of thing happening. So, let me see if I can just find an example on the internet. To show you what I mean, because I think a visualization will really help. Trying to find a good example, guys. Give me a second here. But it's just they'll try to make a fake line to define their jaw, and it ends up doing the opposite. It ends up giving them this fatty sort of neck area. So you gotta let your beard curve down to almost your Adam's apple. Like, draw a line from about a finger above your Adam's apple to, like, the bottom of your ear area. Like a sloped curve, and you'll have a much, much better shape. My fiance and I now have, like, a game of identifying when this is happening. And I want to be like, oh my god, dude, I want to help you fix your beard so bad, but it's just, like, so rude, you know, to go tell somebody their beard is ugly. You can't do that. So, you can't say that sort of stuff. Trying to find somebody who's got... It's weirdly difficult to find an example right now on the internet. Weirdly difficult to find an example. Even though I know of many examples I could utilize, it's just they're people that you guys know. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, this is actually... Despite this happening at a professional barber, this is pretty much exactly what you shouldn't do. Let me get you this image. It's weird that this is happening at a barber, because that's not right. Okay. We're going on. Let me add this to the screen. I'm losing. I've lost chat for like 5 minutes. Do I still have a blue thing on screen? I do. Some people are joining the chat and be like, what on earth is that? So like this, for instance, right? This is happening in Barber. But you see how this, oh, I got hacks. That's sad. And we got Lightning Storm. That's sad. That means these can trade into my Spellbreaker. I just got Doom Pact, which is pretty bad. So we're probably dead. We're not going to find 16 here. Even like Leroy doesn't really get me to 16 anymore. And that's really hard to combo. I guess we will Doom Pact though. So like, see here, see how that line is drawn up all the way to the chin? That shouldn't be happening. The line should be going like right here. Right? This should be the beard space. Right? And that's going to make it look so much bushier and fuller. Okay? Like that fake edging like that's not giving you a jaw, it's exposing the fat part of your neck. Right? It should look like that. You can probably see that here. Like, I don't draw the line like right here. Like right here. That would make me look like I had a really fat neck. Anyway, that's too much. It's too much talk about this. How do I get that off of my screen? Where's that at? Okay, there it is. So we're going to play Doom Pact, and then we're going to play Elven Minstrel. We lost to Cold Blood. That's really bad, because I need that depth. I need that reach, right? Like, we got to get Leroy in somehow. Okay, let's see here. Oh, boy. It's a beard stream disguised as a Hearthstone stream, so Twitch doesn't ban. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. AK Riku, hey Talon, AR1, AHN, hey, Second History. Land. Hagatha. Okay, that's not too bad.
Sounds like you just found your second gig. Beard tips with Regis.
So we're going to be able to play around Volcano. Here we go. We have 3 plus 6 is 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 2 is 16. I mean, technically, I guess we can. I think we're in trouble, though, guys. I think we have some problems here. This might be enough board to win, though, right? It's actually, what, 10, 14, 15, 19, and he's at 18. So technically, I'm putting myself in a position for lethal. Why didn't you kill the 1/1 first? I don't know what we're talking about. For the Doom Pact? Because I would have lost 1 face damage, right? I think. Do we care about the card as much? Maybe we do. Ooh, that's a good roll for me. Wow. Volcano actually just went out of play as well. Ooh, that hurts though. I need a shadow step maybe? Man, I don't know. That's a lot of stuff. Boy, oh boy. That's a lot of cards. How do I push for lethal? Fungal Mancer plus Vile Spine does do quite a bit of damage, right? How much exactly? Not enough for lethal, I presume, but a lot. Then we go, right, to put ourselves on Leroy outs. Because he's also just got a lot of work to resolve this board. Sounds like you just found your second gig, Beer Tips with Regis. Thank you, Pyro, for the 100 bits. Sorry I got distracted there a little bit, guys. If I missed anything super important, please feel free to repeat it. That beard looks fine, yeah, Arca. Or who is that, Mage? Who linked me a picture? Oh, it's Arca, yeah. I can't really tell a whole lot. I like how your mustache curls, though. That looks good. And you got a good smooth edging around the chin. I mean, I can't tell about the problem I'm talking about because I can't see the side, but it doesn't look like it's bad. So I dig it. I would probably, for me personally, this is a debate among some people. I keep the sides shorter than the bottom because mine tends to get really bushy looking on the sides. If you let it get long enough, that won't be a problem. You can start to push it down more. But also some people just like a more bushy look. So it's just up to personal preference there. But I tend to fade up. I fade it up into my hair, which my hair right now is a little too long. I'm getting a haircut on Friday. But anyway, that's that stuff. What about this, says Chili Yeti? What is the beard cage? Oh, I've seen this before. Yes, it's insane. The guy made a cage out of his beard. That's so ridiculous. That's a whole nother level of beards. I don't try to do like crazy hipster beards. I just like to have a decent looking beard. Did he actually get enough out for the volcano? Wow, I got a 4/1 left. Okay, that's not really enough. Healing Rain. Leroy is not lethal yet, right? Nope. Spider is good. I think we have to Cold Blood first, right? We need the cards more than we need the damage right now. Let's play Fledgling. So what else do we have left? Not many, right? Not many. And what has he played? He's played Life Drinker, Chain Gang, Grumble. So he's very close to a Shutterwalk here, or can have a Shutterwalk. Frankly, he's fine. He can go. He could have another Healing Rain. We have, what, 10, 14, 18, 19 plus... 19 plus 2. Second Mind Control Tech, of course. That's a lot of mana committed, though, so I really don't mind too much. We don't need more than a couple minions here. Oh, that's scary if it's a big taunt. He got one taunt, so he's looking for another taunt over here. That's pretty smart, I think. Oh, that's worth a lot of damage removal. It would keep him alive unless I hit Wind Fury. Is he gonna Healing Rain again? Just Gluttonous Ooze. Okay, that's another life point. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I need a... What do I need? Just Leroy, I guess. Shadow Step is probably quite good. Serenite Chain Gang is really not what we were looking for. It's fine. We still might get a lethal right with Wind Fury. Let's just see if we get Wind Fury. No. Wow! That's annoying. That's annoying. Totem Cruncher! Someone call Shamanistical. That's exactly right. Yep. Please upload the beard tutorial to YouTube without any description whatsoever. I can't grow a beard on the sides. It just comes in all patchy and bleak. Yeah, that sometimes happens. That's genetics. I mean, nothing you can really do about that. Is there any value in crafting Kelliseth this late in an expansion? And do you think the new expansion will be high-powered as with previous years? I don't know. I think it will be fairly high-powered, yes. As far as Kelliseth is concerned, that really just kind of comes down to your personal... double... Oh, Grumble early is good. Double Mind Control Tech, though, is going to wreck me. Double Mind Control Tech is bad. I might still get there, though. 6, that's not enough. Hagatha's not enough. So I think we just win, right? What did he get? He has another Grumble. He has another Shutterwalk, though, doesn't he? No. Oh, Despicable Dreadlord's insane! No! He grumbled the Dreadlord into... Oh, my God. Oh, no! Wow, everything went down to 1 with... Oh my god, that is insane. GG. If I'd drawn Leroy, we still had it. We had a, 1 out of 6? Because 2 of those are spiders. Wow. Oh my god. That's actually insane. Good for him. And Sterling, dude, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Sorry I'm a little behind, I know. We got distracted by the beard chat, and everything got lost. Humbler, I don't know if I saw your message or not. BlizzCon is near. I can't wait for the expansion and a new Overwatch hero. Yeah, dude, that is exciting. Definitely. Definitely. Completely agree. New expansion is going to be amazing. Everyone who wants a beard can't grow it. The ones show have it can stop it. So ones show have it can stop it. I don't know what that means, but you're right. It's just genetics. Sometimes you can't do it. It's life. Sucks, but I'm happy I can because my face is ugly. Helps me hide my ugly face. I look way better with a beard. I haven't not had a beard since I was, I don't know what I look like without a beard. It's been, it's probably like 19, 20, 21 maybe. What does Token Druid look like now without Giggling Inventor? I haven't seen a lot of people running it, so I don't know yet, but I think Violet Teacher's fine. The taunt package certainly looks less good when you don't have, the Giggling's in there to create extra taunt options, and you know the Giggling was pretty good with Floop too a lot of the time, so I think it does have to look different. But you know, Violet package was fine. We thought that was pretty good pre-Giggling package. Like it took a while for the taunt package to catch on, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's still rather viable. Just something people sort of sleep on because it's been a bit. Looking forward to a new Regis Kilbin card reveal. Yeah, I hope I get a card reveal again, too. That'd be awesome. I don't really know if that'll happen for sure. I assume it will. I think I'm, like, in the system now, so I probably will get a card reveal. But, I don't know for sure. What do you think about this card for Discard Warlock? Must have missed that the previous time. I think you copied and pasted it. Guzog the Banisher, 6 mana, 5/4, legendary for Warlock. Whenever you discard a card on your turn, you can choose the card to be discarded. Yeah, I like that. I will say that's a pretty common design theme. We've seen that a lot. That doesn't make it bad necessarily. I would almost make this a cheaper card. Because 6 mana means it's going to be hard to play a lot of good discard stuff with it, right? It's because you got to do it 1 turn. It doesn't say for the rest of the game or anything. So, it'd be a little bit hard to make it work. Man, really awkward start here. Seems we're playing a slower mage too, so this might be a hard game. Although we can stack some pretty big mid-sized boards. Like, mid-mana boards, I should say. I can only do a goatee. I have baby cheeks. Thanks again, Sterling, for the sub, dude. Sorry I took a bit there. Appreciate it, though. And thanks again, Pyro, for the bits. And kicking off the beard chat. Thanks, Spaghetti Man, for the bits. Awfully nice this morning, guys, with all the beautiful bits. We've had a total now of... That's not the right amount, because that's 400 bits today. 400 bits today. Thank you, dudes. I went to the yearly bit total, and I was like, that ain't right. That ain't right. Green screen's breaking. Let me see. Oh, man. Whoa, what happened? Whoa! What? How did I not feel that? It, like, moved. It's the ghost again, guys. It's the ghost. I think I dragged it with my chair a little bit. I had to pick something up off the ground. The wizard behind the curtains. It's not for one turn, it's just on your turn. So if it sticks, you can play other discard cards with it. Well, sure, yes, if it sticks. I mean to say, like, the minion, it's dependent on the minion, I guess I should say. More accurately, right? It is dependent on the minion. Dependent on the minion. Do we Vile Spine here, guys? Like, it's not bad. Trade, Shadow Step, Vile Spine. I mean, I don't really get a lot of board out of it. It's a problem, right? If I Shadow Stuff to 2-3, I'm left with like a 1-1 and a 3-4. It sort of feels bad. The Fungalmancer is almost better. It still does the same sort of thing, right? We get 4 and 3, we kill the Doomsayer, but we actually get a board out of it. And that way, the Vile Spine is not kind of just stranded on board by itself. Still think we have problems, though. These are not the sorts of boards that are difficult for a mage to answer. There's so many Dragon series and stuff. Did I miss something? Was a new expansion announced? No, I don't think so. God, if it was, I missed it. Man, we're talking about a custom card. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Regis, the most inspirational Hearthstone deck builder. Oh, man, I would call myself the most inspired, because I don't think I'm inspirational. I think you guys inspire me. I think it's directionally the other way. We do know when it'll be revealed. Yeah, it should be revealed at BlizzCon. I don't know if that's actually confirmed, but 99.99999% chance it'll be revealed at BlizzCon. 0.999. Do we ever, like, Shadow Step Leroy, guys, and just go? I mean, what else am I supposed to do this turn? I can play a Vile Spine. Is there anything I need to Vile Spine in this matchup? They do have that one card that plays stuff for 7 mana. I just have the worst hand. This is just the worst hand ever. I have a ton of damage, though, right? I mean, this is a 10 mana play for what? 14 plus 6 is 20 damage for 10 mana, right? Because this is 8 right here, and this is another 8 mana, that is, and that's 12 plus another 8 for 2 is 20 damage for 10 mana. So if I can just get this guy down to 20 with no taunts, we'll just win. And Jamie T197, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I might have already said that. I'm losing my mind. But either way, welcome. Appreciate that. Let's drop a quick sub train for you. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-na-na-na. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-da-bum-ba-da. I got pictures of beards on my computer. It's looking weird. Do. Yes. Regis, is your beard insured? Because without it, the channel is doomed. My God, people do like insure body parts and stuff, like celebrities and stuff. They really do that. I wonder if that's worth it, guys. I wonder. That's more health than I'm currently able to deal with, so that's a problem. And he's gonna gain even more. God, we're like so close. Just like we want this like 3 turns from now, not right now. Right now, I want like Falderized and SI7s and Lich King. I don't want Leroy double Cold Blood Shadow Step. He's gonna gain even more armor, it looks like. Oh, yes. We are very dead now. How do I ever do 36? God, I need to draw a 4 mana playable card. Serenite or Falderai right now. Kelliseth would be okay. Elven Minstrel's like the other direction. I don't want the Elven Minstrel right now. Oh, no. I have to play it, though, because I have to be able to... So what do we have? We have 7 plus, we said 20, so 27 damage right now. He's at 36. So I still need, like, another 2 turns. This might have been better the other way, but I have to take that freeze out of play and the heal out of play, because that heals for 3. So I think this is mandatory, and I'm just kind of at the mercy of our top decks. But we'll see. Regis, first time on your stream, I clicked on you because I thought you were Ben Broad. No, come on. This has been Broad, dude. I'm not Ben Broad. This has been Broad. That's been Broad, man, not me. So he does grace us here with his presence, but we are not the Broad. Alright, this is mandatory. That's just mandatory. I'm leaving him a ping, I know, but what can I do, guys? What can I do? I have no choices in the matter. So now we have, how much damage is this? I don't know. It's not enough, right? Not enough. It's 14. So we need to do another 16 damage. Is that right? That seems like such a little amount. How did we not get closer? I can't even get through this stuff. It's just over. I need another Vile Spine off the top. Spiders could theoretically help. Well, I found some spiders, all right. Good lord. Aha! That thing's gonna heal for 3, but I am still chipping through armor. Hopefully there's no flame strike, right? What is this, 14 I said? So another Shadow Step does give me an insane amount more damage if I find it, but it's very unlikely. I can trade ping both times here. Maybe these stick around to do 8. Is that enough? If I have 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 14 is 26, plus weapon would theoretically be enough. But obviously they're not going to be sticking around, and my face is going to be frozen, so that reduces damage output. The turn 9 Jaina, or was it in fact even a turn 8 Jaina? I think he coined. I think it was a turn 8 Jaina. That has really broken our stride a little bit. Oh my god. That is almost enough, right? It's 12, it's 20. Like, the amount of damage we have is totally insane. But this is all we have. I can't get there. He's gonna... There's no way to do 30 in a turn. He's gonna stay at 30 because of these guys. I don't think I can... Maybe I can play for a spider ambush. I don't know. This hand is completely bonkers. It's so much damage, but I can't get there. Man. Man. Should have SI'd the Whelps. I didn't have mana to SI the Whelps the turn I played the Whelps. I didn't play SI until a turn later. The Whelp was already gone. I had the Elven Minstrel on board. I used my weapon to kill one, and the Elven Minstrel was the remaining minion. I didn't have an SI until I played the Elven Minstrel, and that was 9 mana. I played Leroy plus Elven for 9, and then I Shadow Stepped the Leroy, and we drew the SI. The SI got played a turn later. There was no Whelp left. Right? Maybe you need to return to Prismatic Paladin. Oh god. Yeah, it's over. He used our cold blood. Our cold bloods are gone, so. Cool. GG. I think you could write that as just silence a minion in your opponent's hand. The bounce part isn't relevant enough. I don't know what we're talking about. I haven't made a custom card for it, but what would you think about creating a keyword called something like Lasting Silence? Effectively, the silence stays even if you bounce the card back into your hand. Could be strong against Shutterwalk and Rogue. Yeah, I don't know how that would look exactly, but I don't hate the idea of it. Silence a minion in your opponent's hand does kind of make sense there. Hey, Pinkie Pie, how's it going? Hey, Vile Tato. Hey, Troy Palomalu.
Boys, make some room by the
No, Troy's not here. That's Ractoner. Odysseus dropping the 12-month sub. My God, man. Welcome back, Odysseus. Oh, he didn't have lethal, my bad. I thought he would kill us. Thought he would kill us. Hey, Kazel Cub 2. Hey, Zaf. What can I replace Giggling Inventor and Egg Hunter with? I don't know. I'm surprised you run Giggling Inventor, to be honest. I feel like most lists... Do you have Ziliax already? I don't feel like I've seen Giggling in a whole lot of Egg Hunter lists. I don't know what you have, so it's hard to say what would be replaced. Hey, Key Lime Child. Hey, C4. If I made a custom card 1 mana 0/1 Defias Middleman, the next combo you play triggers twice. Yeah, that sounds cool. I like that. Quest Warlock. We might do that some today. We'll see. I don't know what I feel like just yet. Might do an experiment, might not. What do you think about this? The Great Pumpkin, 5 mana 5/5, dormant while other minions are on the board. It's cool, but why would you ever play that? That seems terrible. I mean, it's got awful... I mean, I like the reference. I like the name. I like most of it, but why on earth would you ever play that? It's just god-awful. I don't... It's just... The stats are terrible for... I mean, it's just a 5 mana 5/5 that's sometimes awful. I mean, I guess you're trying to, like... You're thinking maybe it... You're thinking maybe you can hide it, sort of, and it... We always do this. We play Keleseth and then we draw like one of 2 spells in our deck. It's every time. Every time I cheat out the Keleseth, I draw like one of 3 spells. I think we actually have 6 spells in our deck, I suppose, but still, 6 out of 25 is not the most likely outcome. Hinchclan Thug is a good draw, especially as a 4/4 already. That's nice. I don't know if we'll be able to... It's Halloween for sure around here. I guess you're thinking you can like tuck it away and keep it safe. But the problem is when it comes out of dormancy, it doesn't get to attack, right? It's I don't think it gets to attack when it's not dormant anymore. I think it has to be... So it would never really attack, even if you did kind of hide it for a while. What do you think about this, Regis? For some reason, I can't click that link. But we can copy it, maybe. Let's copy the link and see. The Mad Upgrade Mechanic, a 7 mana 3/4 neutral minion. Battlecry, discard all weapons in your hand and attach them to a mech as magnetic upgrades. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Could be a very high attack thing, though. That's a little nerve-wracking. Because, you could basically... what do we want to do here? Do we want to protect against the Arcane Tyrant with the taunts, or do we want to keep these alive to play around, like... Alternatively, do we just kill that, maybe? MCT might be a concern as well. We could play around mind control tag a little bit, like buff one of these, trade in the 2 small guys, trade in a 3/3 and a 1/1. Kind of feels bad to trade in the stats you just gained, though. I think we'll just be dumb about it. I think we'll just play for dumb for right now. We're pretty close to securing the win if he doesn't have the right answers, so playing dumb can feel pretty good. Play it dumb, play it dumb. But yeah, I like that. Just scary with like Gorehowl and stuff. You could add a ton of stats. Might be an insta-kill sometimes if they have any minion on board. That might be a problem, but other than that, I like it. Anyway, Odysseus, thanks again for the crazy 12-month sub, dude. Congrats on the legendary badge. That's really cool. Super insane. We also have 189 viewers this morning already. What? Guys, that's honestly insane. This early in the morning, we're not even at 10 o'clock yet. We've only been live for an hour. Thank you, guys. And Vile Tato dropping 100 bits. Thank you, Vile Tato. I love your name. It's like a potato, but it's vile. The Vile Tato. It's beautiful. Good buff there. Pretty good buff there. Let's see. We got a trade here. We got a trade here. We could weapon there. Just play a chain gang if I want. I have a 4/2 and a couple 2/3s. I mean, that's not bad. I'd like to do something sneakier this turn, like Cold Blood plus Elven, like that's pretty good too, but weapon value seems insane. I guess if we Cold Blood here and trade here, like these trade in sort of the same, that way I refill my hand and play a bit more impactful of a threat with that 4/3. Maybe that's just better. I do have 1 spare mana that's probably going to be hard to utilize, but That's not that big of a problem either. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so we have 9 on board. Leroy presents a lot of damage. That's good. This is 8 with weapon, 9 on board. So he needs to play pretty defensively here to stay alive. And we are finally seeing Token Druid, guys. So I don't know.
I've enjoyed the past year.
He still has the taunt package, looks like.
Streamer. Don't ever stop making content.
Tolerant Cactus, dude. How on earth has it been a year, man? That is crazy. Welcome back. Congrats on the legendary badge. Tier 1 sub, 12 months in a row. Absolutely bonkers. I honestly cannot believe that that's been a year. Totally nuts, man. Totally nuts. What an insane year. Unreal. Thank you so much, Tolerant Cactus. Rocking the Bits leaderboard still, too. I think, yeah, you're number 7 all-time on the Bits leaderboard. That's ridiculous. Now for the 1 year as well. Unbelievable stuff. Welcome back, dude. Love you so very much. Happy to have you as always. And Extreme Gas, how's it going, dude? Because you're awesome. Well, thanks. I try to be. I don't know. Sometimes I'm okay, I guess. Sometimes. It looks like we're going to have a lethal, right? We said we had 8 plus 4. Oh, no, we don't. We only have... Oh, no, we only have 12. Really? Really? No lethal? No way. 7, 8, 12. Ugh, well, that's not a very good play then, is it? I guess I go for a moderately large Edwin then. Man, this sucks. I'm not bad at math, right? It's 8 plus 4 is 12. Yeah, I'm bad at math, but those things are not mutually exclusive in that scenario. Lethal, I don't think so. It's 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 4 was 12. You can see he had 9 health remaining. Fungalmancer is not playable with anything else. Doesn't add damage to Leroy. Nothing else added damage. Now this should be lethal. 6 plus 7 is 13. Yeah, this should be right. 7, 11, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. Cool. Barely got there that time. Are you playing on Asia? No, this is NA, North America. I've been seeing more Kingsbane lately, and for some reason I cannot beat it anymore. I saw one Kingsbane, like yesterday I think we saw one. We played a Kingsbane. That seemed kind of weird. HS Replay says, Giggling still used in highest play rate Token Druid. Oh, interesting. Even at 7 mana, they find it worth it. That's surprising to me, because it doesn't work with Floop anymore. On a single turn, at least. That's interesting. Extreme says, getting ready for TwitchCon and using your stream to decompress. Oh, dude, that's nice to hear. I am not going to TwitchCon. I could have, I guess. I just didn't feel inspired. I've done a lot of traveling lately already, and I've got more traveling coming up with BlizzCon and stuff, so I just kind of wanted to not overdo it. So, passed on the TwitchCon plans. Not that I had any plans, I just never made the TwitchCon plans. And, we'll rock out BlizzCon instead anyway. I don't know. I don't know that I would benefit a ton from TwitchCon, or, I mean, I'd probably have a lot of fun. Maybe that's benefit enough, I guess. I always try to think about, like, expenses for things like that as sort of a, you know, if I'm going to spend money, can I sort of substantiate that decision from, like, a marketing standpoint, or will it help the stream grow, that sort of thing. I'm not sure it would have paid off there, but maybe just for fun's sake it might have. No lethal, no way is my new favorite Hearthstone quote. It should be a t-shirt. I got new t-shirt designs. I need good Regis quotes for t-shirts, guys, because the like text-based t-shirts are by far the easiest things for me to make. Like if it requires a design, like, you know, graphics-wise, it's a lot harder than just text. I mean, text is designed too, not to minimize the importance of text-based design. Do we go ahead and get the fledgling moving, guys? We kind of lose the SI, but we do have backstab SI anyway as needed. We even have flame elemental hero power. I think we're going to cheat it out. It's just, you know, 2% increase to the likelihood this thing lives, because right now Spellstone's pretty hard for him to deal with it. Well, not really. I guess he hero power Spellstones. That's just full mana commitment. But no swipe yet, for instance, so there are some challenges. He does have the Spellstone, unfortunately. Blah! Blah! Looking for your quotes. Give me a second. Yeah, I mean, we've had like, sometimes you get the nuts, sometimes you get the butts.
Sometimes you get the nuts, sometimes you get the butts.
Oh my god, K's look up, dude. The timing was unbelievable. The timing was unbelievable. Kazelkov, thank you for the 100 bits. I can't believe how well timed that was. Oh my god. Kazel, dude, thank you. We are playing it, a spreading plague so freaking hard right now, guys. Didn't I? I thought I hit this already. Wait, did I go face with that? Oh, man. I thought I hit it, guys. I thought I hit it. I must have just goofed. Must have misclicked. Perfect timing, indeed. Nobody seems intimidated by my snake. Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that. What would you replace Giggles and Blood Knight with an Odd Rogue? That's a good question. I don't know. Giggles and Blood Knight and Odd Rogue. It's a pretty good question. I don't have an answer. So see, we already cost ourselves a 1-1 by a misplay, guys. Pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. I must have either misclicked or just had a brain fart. Clearly the weakest one was intended to go into the minion there. Just finished watching your dual arena run on YouTube. Really enjoyed it. We'll be posting more arena runs. I don't think so, Winston. Unfortunately, man, people just did not vibe very well with the arena runs. As you'll note, that only has like 3,000 views, man. I just can't sacrifice video slots for that. It's unfortunate. I know it's not what people want to hear, but it's the reality. Like when one video comes out, that takes a spot from another video, you know. And I just can't commit video slots to that weak of a response. But I'm glad you liked it. I enjoyed it too, and there were a couple extra runs on streams. If you look back through streams, like the VODs, you'll be able to find a couple extra runs if you enjoyed it. So, I mean, the content's still there. You're just going to have to dig it up a little more than normal, I guess. Oh, boy. Man, we are going to lose. In some way, losing that minion might have helped us a little bit because of the spreading plague, guys. It sort of inadvertently worked out in our favor. It sort of helped. Because now we didn't get an extra 1-5. Maybe I'll pretend like I'm glad my hair looks good for this one. I do remember that quote, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I really don't like Arena either. Well, I enjoy it. I enjoyed playing it. It's just the response to it. So you're one of the people who didn't enjoy the video, which is totally fine. People enjoy what they enjoy. I can't help that. It's just, you know, I gotta match up the videos to the interest a little bit. And, Scale Banes instead of Gigglings. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I think those kind of middle-sized threats are underrated always by people. Just big 5/5 bodies sometimes are hard to deal with. Right now, the meta has a lot of answers to wide stuff and not like medium-sized, taller stuff. If you have like 2 or 3 big minions right now, that feels way better than having like 6, you know, small minions right now. In my opinion, at least, in the meta today. With mind control techs and spreading plagues and all that stuff, you get punished much wider with much harder with wider boards. This is your brain on Shudder. Burned out on watching Gold Rush streams for the last few days. Yeah, I actually, weirdly enough, guys, my timing on this stuff is always insane. Oh, I'm dead. I thought I had a chance here, but I had not watched a single ounce of Gold Rush streams. I tuned in yesterday to the guy who was like leading at the time, or I think he maybe was even second at the time. I don't remember his name now. Some kind of crazy name. It's like Tarktam or something like that. Tarkatum or something. Somebody will know. The guy who ended up winning, I turned into a stream. He was at 11 wins, or no, yeah, he was at 11-2. I watched one game. He lost the 11-2. Tarkum TV, thank you. Yes, I turned it at 11-2. He lost the game, but he still got enough gold on the run. That's the game that popped him over 5,000 gold, and the game that ended up winning him the whole shebang. So I happened to turn into the final game of the #1 just by sheer circumstance, sheer luck. And I do this all the time. I feel like I have like this weird sixth sense for finding streams at like their highlights or their best moments. All the time I'll like turn into some random stream and something unbelievable will happen. And then I'll see it later on like Reddit somewhere, right? And I just have this impeccable sense of timing. It's obviously a pure accident, pure luck sort of thing, but it happens a lot. He high rolled that last gold for sure. Yeah, he got like 435 gold on an 11-win arena run, which is like, I think they said like the theoretical max or something, or very close to it. And he was only 25 gold over the the threshold. So if he hadn't like super high rolled, he would have had to do a whole nother run, which would have taken him, you know, maybe an hour or more. And if he didn't win that run, he might have had to do multiple runs. So the fact that he high rolled the final run was really ridiculously fortunate for him. He streamed something crazy like 100 hours in 5 days. Woo! That is actually nuts. Yeah. I don't know if that's for me, that wouldn't be worth the prize, but I guess it is for some people for sure. Definitely can be for some people. How much do I value the 4/4 versus spending the mana to deposit dudes? I think I maybe value the 4/4 enough. He had an average of 8.8 wins. Wow, that's really good, really crazy. See you, Mage Dude. Thanks for hanging out while you could. Thanks for hanging out. Wait a minute, Regis. Are you at the bottom of Legend? Your rank didn't drop. It's possible. I wouldn't be totally shocked. It wouldn't be the craziest thing we've ever done. I don't think so. This far into the month, there's usually many, many thousands more than this. But who knows? My favorite Regis quote is, he's going to have a blank and beat me. Regis on literally every stream, followed by them making that exact play. You're right. There's no way he kills this Regis before Charge Devil Sword 2018. Yeah, there's a lot of those. A lot of the self-jinx plays. Man, we have this nested here, but no activators. Very, very sad. I need to draw a Cold Blood, maybe, is my best draw. Well, I guess Cold Blood's really not even that good. I still can't kill the Mountain Giant. I was thinking I could kill the Mountain Giant with it, but I guess not. I mean, I'm still playing it, of course. The question is, what do I target, right? Do I hit this, even though it goes down? Like, if I hit here, right, this might not take any damage, and then I don't have an answer to it. If I hit this way, it goes down to 2, and there's a pretty good chance my SI kills it. The downside is Shroom Brewer. If I attack it now, he can Shroom Brewer it. But I guess you can Shroom Brew it either way. So, just in case there's no Shroom Brewer, I think that's right to set up the SI. Now, that said, I don't really want to waste my Elven to activate, so hopefully we draw another combo piece. But, like Serenite Chain Gang would be really good. Or another Falderai maybe would be nice. Arena 3 and 3, what did I even expect? Man, it can be tough, but don't lose sight of the fact that 3 and 3 is actually like your expected result. And he did indeed have the Shroom Brewer, as we feared he might. So that's pretty sad. I can try to face tank that, but I die. I have to play Leroy here, I think, to stay alive, don't I? Yeah, I can't face tank because I got on a 4 and he has 6 on board. So I guess we're playing Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. Very unconvincing, very unexcited Leroy. Very sad Leroy. Double Mountain Giant's tough, but we're almost going to get there. 11 is definitely possible for him to do. But it's going to take him a couple turns. So maybe with Lich King we can start to stabilize. I don't think we're totally out of this yet. There's still a chance we can flip this. Double Hellfire, though, is possible. He has coin double Hellfire, so...
Welcome.
Okay. Okay. Everything went wrong there, guys.
Oh boy, it's baby time.
That's a
Keep
tough
up
one.
the great work, but
That was a tough one. We saw... What did we see? We saw double Mountain Giant early. We saw the Shroom Brewer we didn't want, and we saw the double Hellfire for lethal. That's pretty tough. Even the coin, too. Calabusto, though, drop a 9 months baby sub. My God, I know what we're going to name the baby. Obviously, since we share a name. It's going to be that name Junior, or that name the third, even, perhaps. But thank you, Calabusto, man. Love you a ton. And appreciate the 9-month commitment. Tier 1, that's insane. Really crazy. And No Fear says, hey, Regis, how you doing? Got no headphones, feels bad, but still want to watch you for some support. Well, then you can't hear me talking about you. Oh, I know what we'll do. No headphones. He can't hear us, guys. So we're going to write a message. Hey, No Fear. Hey, No Fear. 94. You suck.
Aha!
JK. Heart. I'll draw another heart there because that one was kind of obscured by the... Oh, that was quite the tale. Oh, I love it. That was fun. That was really fun. Hey, Joker, how's it going? Dexperiment, let's put some rank 1s to Legend today, man. We have shepherded so many fools to the Legend ranks. That's why our rank never goes up, because we just move everybody to Legend by ourselves, guys. By ourselves. I think we got a coin, a 3-drop. I don't want to play into that. I believe we're doing the Whizbang games this afternoon. Oh, cool, Grim Champion. I won't be able to do anything this afternoon if you're expecting me to hop into that, unfortunately. But good luck. I heard there's some craziness going on with like EUNA stuff. I don't know. I don't remember what I heard, but I heard something. Can you give your opinion on Revenge versus Warpath? Which card is best, you think? I think probably Warpath just because of the flexibility. Wow, he topsy-turvied that. That's crazy. That is sick. He's scared of the fledgling. I think Warpath, and because I guessed Warpath. I predicted Warpath, so that made it pretty cool too for me. Man, that thing's spooky because of Circle of Healing, right? Like, I want a spell break, but then he still just gets the value trade on the Hinge Clan. That doesn't feel that great. We could just hero power trade. It's really not that bad, I guess. In the scheme of things. There are drastically worse plays than that. Drastically worse. I believe we were doing the... Oh, I already read that. Hearts right back at you guys. Hey, Regis Kilpin, I've been trying some tempo rogue builds. Have been including Ziliax as an auto-include for most decks. Seems rather versatile as well as at the least 3 points of healing. I think Ziliax does make some sense for a deck like this, no fear. I don't know if you can hear me. You said you didn't have headphones, but... but I do think it makes sense. Yeah, I could certainly see that. Do I want to slam the Spellbreaker? He gets a really big minion is the problem, which for this deck in particular seems to be running shenanigans like Inner Fire. That's rather nerve-wracking, because we can just kill this thing, right? How easily can I kill it? I can go boom. This is 3-5. So I do need to use my Hinchland Thug probably. Let's just do it. It hurts a little, but it's not that bad in the scheme of things. I think we're going to play a moderately large Edwin. Put him on the back foot a little bit. He's had kind of two straight threats that he didn't seem to have good distinct answers for. Now, there might be Shadow or Death. That's certainly a difference between this minion and the previous one, so we'll see. I don't think this deck runs Shadow or Death, though, as far as I can remember. Now, this one's not as bad to silence, right? It stays at its health. So we could silence this one. Could even Shadow Step the silence for any sort of shenanigans here. Do I just want to trade into it, though? I feel like I don't really want to silence it. Just doesn't seem that good. I don't know what kind of removal this deck runs, but as far as I can remember, I don't think they run Psychic Scream, so I feel like a board like this is actually going to be fairly sturdy. NA champ will face the EU champ. Ooh, that's exciting. That sounds fun. Yay, my headphones started working again. Woo, nice, no fear, dude. I was confused, but I'm happy. The neighborhood I moved into is called Hearthstone. That's awesome, Sterling Egg. I want to live there, man. I feel like that would make me the most famous of all Hearthstone players. Like, he actually lives here. Does it have an inn? Is there like a tavern in your town? Because that'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty great. We may be hard overcommitting, but I have no real idea. Not going to attack because we want to play Lich King next turn, and we might need the weapon charge. So if I waste it now, we may not have it. Is there any direct damage added? Shadow Step can add 2, so we might have a lethal setup if we're looking carefully. We technically have enough on board now, I think. Oh, there is a Psychic Scream. Indeed, we were wrong. Okay, so we got some good stuff and some bad stuff in our deck. What do we get? We got Falderai, Edwin, SI, but a couple of Firefly dudes. Obliterate's pretty garbage. I don't want to attack and take 15 damage for some crazy Divine Spirit card. 16 damage Obliterate incoming. Spellbreaker might not be too bad. We could Spellbreaker Fungalmancer to do 11 damage to face. That seems okay. That might be worth obliterating. Only 6 damage isn't so bad, right? That would leave me with enough to play this. Yeah, let's obliterate to get some damage through. We'll save that Spellbreaker for the final sort of push here. Any damage is good. Death and Decay is solid. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. They do run Psychic Stream? Yeah, good to know. Thank you, Stormtroops. I wish I'd read that a bit earlier. Yeah, No Fear, did you see our message? Oh, you did message me. Man, we wrote it on screen. I wrote on screen because I didn't think you could hear me. I literally wrote the message. Oh, no! What a terrible roll. He got Ziliax plus Agonai. He's going to circle the healing. He's going to ping and circle. And then trade, but he's got to get the order right. He's thinking through it real quick. He's gonna ping and then circle, right, and then trade. And he heals for 3. He heals to 11. Oh, just Shadow Word Pain circle, or no, he doesn't need a circle now. Must have not had a circle. I don't even know if this like run circle, but we have easy lethal here, thankfully. Cool. He had like lethal times 7, I think.
Thank you, my good fellow. Appreciate the special message.
Yeah, no worries. It is fun. It was enjoyable for everybody, even if you didn't see it. Don't fret. It was a very funny moment. You inspired a great moment. So thank you, sir, for the 130 bits as well. Is that working on stream? Did the cheer mode show up correctly on stream, guys? It's been working lately. I'm just curious if it's still working. That's something I really want to remain working, so always kind of curious. They do run circle. That's what I thought. Makes sense, right? With all the healing they need. Just didn't happen to have it. Oh, it did work, Extreme Gas? Nice. Yes. Oh, man. That's so good. Streamlabs had, like, just kind of broken that. There was nothing I could do about it. I reached out to their support. They were like, oh, you know, refresh all your stuff. And I went through all the kind of mandatory steps. Did my due diligence. But unfortunately, it just... There was some kind of thing with their API. Forget what all they said. You know, some technical jargon above my head. But apparently they fixed it in the back end. Or somebody flipped a switch somewhere. I'm glad it's working again. That's really cool. It looked good to me. Thanks, Extreme Gas. I have the cutest cheer motes. I have to thank my my artists who made my cheer motes. They're so insanely cute. The Murloc Tiny Fin in particular, which is only 1 bit. 1 measly bit for a beautiful Tiny Fin. Are you kidding me? Great deal. Best deal. Let's see. I need to be able to answer a Hinge Clan Thug coming out next turn. So if he wants to play Hinge Clan, he's not going to be able to kill my Hinge Clan, right? Because he only has 2. So it's gonna require him to shift gears. So I guess we do this, even though it feels pretty bad. And then next turn, I have Backstab Weapon, but so he may shift into something other than Hinge Clan here, right? Like Deadly Poison, for instance, Deadly Poison re-weapon, something bad like that. That gives me a little time. That said, I don't really have a good play either. I don't have a follow-up turn 3. It's just gonna Deadly re-weapon first. That kind of makes more sense, I guess. Sort of. And we did indeed disrupt, like we figured, but now what do we do, right? We can play a Flame Elemental and Hero Power, but it still does not give me the necessary answer to the Hinge Clan. Although, he may have to run a Deadly Poison minion into a Flame Elemental, which he probably is not going to be excited about. So he may hold off on that and leave this up, which does enable me to kill something higher threat with a Backstab. So we're just creating friction, causing him to do things he doesn't want to do, and hoping that that opens up some sort of viable path for us to progress. Otherwise, we're going to have trouble. Now, we could also just save this Backstab for the Vile Spine if we want, and just slam the Founderai and just kind of eat a turn of the Hinge Clan. But we'll see. You know, does he attack the minion? If so, we're definitely going to wait for Vile Spine. If he doesn't attack the minion, we might just go ahead and face tank the thing and play a Founderai. But it depends on whether he uses his weapon to attack face or not, right? There's a couple different variables here. Couple different variables. Does he go face? Does he kill the minion? What does he do, right? What does he do? He clears the minion. So that means we're just playing Founderai. Because then he can't clear the Founderai with his weapon, or at least not that we can see. But it's crazy, right, guys? Like, this game has had a drastically unique kind of look on it, just based on 1 or 2 sort of variables. You know, it's pretty crazy how much this game has changed. Now it's really Fungalmancer that's a threat, right? Now it's Fungalmancer that becomes the threat. And we have to think about how do we dictate a turn around Fungalmancer. Like, how differently would this game be if we hadn't coined out the Hinchclan Thug, right? Just think about that. Think about, there's like 87 layers right now. 87 layers. Oh, Extreme Gas, yes, excuse me. It does not show up on the, on stream for 1 bit. But if you cheer in chat, if you select the right cheer mode, guys, you got to use the right cheer mode. Don't use the default cheer mode. Use the custom Regis Kilbin cheer mode. So you got to like scroll to the right spot. I can't even see it because I can't cheer in my own channel, so it's impossible for me to look right now. But it's there, I promise. It's there. Somebody can find it. Somebody find the tiny fin. My God, I didn't mean to make you guys waste all your bits. My apologies. My apologies. There it is. Filu found it. There it is. Thank you, Filu, for the 1 bit. Look at the cute tiny fin in chat, guys. We did it. We did it. Look how sweet it is. It's so cute. He has the other deadly, no Fungalmancer. That's actually good news for us, because now we have the easy Vilespine Slayer, right? And unfortunately, he does have the answer to the Vilespine with his Poison Dagger, but we're still in a spot where we can answer this, which is important. There it is, Bruno. There it is. You can afford 1 bit each. Oh, that's good to know. I appreciate it. They add up, so 1 bit is not meaningless, believe me. Hey, Filu dropping the beautiful. We can't Shadow Step anything. There's no minion on board. You have to have a minion to play this. Oh, you mean Shadow Step it after we play it? That's possible. That's not a bad thought, actually. I like having this as an active option later, too, but yeah, maybe we should have. Maybe we should have. That's actually a reasonable game plan. Yeah, I sort of think you might be right. I think we should have done that, because now I don't really have a play. I think we should have Shadow Stepped it. You're right. Why don't you play Ziliax in this deck? We were just talking about that. We were just talking about how we think it might be pretty good. Just a little extra life gain. I wish I had something that would synergize with it, you know? No, like, mechs or anything. Now we're kind of in a pickle, guys. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. I think I do indeed wish we had Shadow Stepped. That's a good read, whoever said that. It's a good read. Now we're kind of floating on bad cards. Do we ever Shadow Step this? Just to set up a play next turn for an easy combo activator? I don't think so, because it does trade pretty efficiently here. Even if it eats the Tar Creeper to hero power, that's fine too, because then the Tar Creeper's down to 1, which we can weapon down. So Spellbreaker has some importance here, either direction. Hey, Sterling, dude, thanks for the 102 bits with the cute little tiny fins there. The legendary, the crazy cheer emotes are the big ones, like the Sir Finley and Finja, but those are a little bit more pricey, a little bit harder to see. If you click the cheer icon, you can actually choose the Murloc Tiny Fin option. Exactly, yes. There you go. That summarizes it. Oh boy, I'm in trouble, guys. These are very scary now. These are very scary now. Keleseth and Vicious Fledgling. Do I ever Shadow Step this just to make an insane Edwin? What is my Edwin at right now? We've played 2 cards, so Edwin's gonna be a 6/6. If I Shadow Step this, Edwin could be a 8/8. Either way, it's
So many options.
not changing the calculus a ton. I think we just play it right, but very scared of Fungalmancer right now, and I'm very scared of just being dead. I think we misplayed not Shadow Stepping the Vilespine. I think we could have won the game right there. Sorry, I just tried to play a lot of Rogue and Ziliax. Cold Blood or even just a buff Ziliax is amazing. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it's a good fit. What would you cut, though? That's always the question. Everybody always makes recommendations. Nobody tells me what to cut, though. Like, no, everybody jumps on the easy part, but never gives me the hard part. Like, what's your cut? Yeah, we're dead. We lose. I don't know that we were ever going to get there, but we had a chance maybe with the Vilespine play. He would have had that weapon up for another turn or two, so it's really hard to say that we would have been better off, but I think we could have been. I don't think you need double SI. That might be true. I like the power it has over Zoo decks, though, like just any aggro deck. It's very swingy. I feel like we have trouble if we don't, because we're light on early game. Just the weapon often is not enough. Maybe, though. Maybe you're right. Sometimes I think Faldor eyes are a little weak, because we just don't draw that much. Like, we're not drawing through to get the spiders that often. They're not terrible as 4-mana 4/4s, but sometimes that's really all they are. Sometimes I think the Faldor eye's a little weak. I hate to cut it, though, because it's so fun. Like, it's just such a fun card. I could buy the SI. I could buy the SI argument. Like, Edwin and SI kind of complement they're like, you know, one set of 3-drops, right? And then the other 2 sets of 3-drops. I'm up for trying Ziliax. I think it is a very good fit. Because there are games where if we just had, you know, 5-6 more health, we would be able to stabilize. Ziliax Cold Blood can do that. Ziliax Fungalmancer can do that. And I have a golden one, so it's just fun to include it in anything because it's so cool looking. It's so cool. I don't think you need Edwin. You know, that honestly might make sense too. Rarely do we get the crazy big Edwin. Although sometimes just that 4/4 or 6/6 Edwin in the early game is all we need. Let's play 1 or 2 more games just to see what Ziliax looks like, and then we'll shift decks into something crazy. Why didn't I get my dust refund for the nerfs? You have to actually dust them. Did you dust the cards? It doesn't just happen automatically like Hall of Fame. It's not like Hall of Fame. It's you actually need to dust them right. That feeling you get when your suggestion is added.
Nice to see you again. I work night, so I gotta go. Have fun all.
See you, Sterling Ag, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out today. And thank you for the bits and the kindness and the love. You dropped a ton of bits today. I don't know how many total, but plenty. So thank you, sir. And good luck with your night shift. I know that pain, not personally, but secondarily through the fiance. She's been on nights too. It's always a stress. Sounds like maybe you do it all the time, so maybe you're a little more accustomed to it, but still probably not your favorite thing in the world. Although, I don't know. I think I would almost like it better. I'm a bit of a night owl. I think Fungalmancer should have been nerfed too, not because it's insanely broken, but it's quite strong and very unfun. I don't think a Fungalmancer nerf is out of the question. I think it's a reasonable sort of target. I'm 6-1 with my variant of Temple Rogue. It runs a Corpse Taker. Our pasting deck code's not allowed. No, you can share a deck, Divine Being. That's totally fine, man. No problem at all. And that sounds awesome. I think we used to have a Corpse Taker in this list. What all are you running to empower it? Just Ziliax? Coin Play Daddy's taking a 50-50 here. Ooh, and he nails it. Not even sure I mind that much, though. Just looking at the, just kind of looking at the board state and stuff, and looking at his resources.
Darn meetings. At least I can see a few games now.
Hey, Hidden Squidoo, thank you for the 100 bits, man. You guys did a good job using the cheer mode today, too. Looking good. I think I'm going to update that cheer mode eventually, by the way. There hasn't been a new good Murloc added to the game, though. I'm just kind of waiting for one more good Murloc to jump on. And then I think I'll do it. I mean, weapon here certainly feels right, but if you look at the hand, you kind of got to ask yourself, like, is weapon really what I want to do right now?
Boys, make some
Just
room by
not
the
much else
hard
happens,
work.
right? Maybe we do this. Maybe we do this. We kind of split our resources a little bit. Like, we make both of these scary, right? And I guess we can play one more Flame Elemental. The reason I wouldn't is to set up a combo, so I guess I won't. And Honey Badger, dropping the Twitch Prime sub. Oh my god, Honey Badger, thank you, dude. Welcome, welcome. That's nice. A lot of new Twitch Prime subs. We're at 599 right now on the sub count, guys. 599. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a Vile Spine, and I got real excited. I was like, oh, yes. Spell breaking that just really doesn't feel very good, guys, and the reason is because it gains health, and I need to kill it because of the cube, and this is much better on a cube later anyway, so we're just going to Ziliax, and I think we're actually going to trade in the Firefly, right, so that we can do a little bit of extra damage and buff up this guy and make it a scarier threat. So, yeah, that's fine. These do 8... Sure. We'll save the Flame Elemental again. It's no biggie. I like this alright. Pretty good board state. 9 damage out. A lot of pressure. Weapon is going to get a little sticky for me to use next turn, maybe. Although I do have, like, Flame Elven Weapon for 7 mana that looks good. But if I want to play a Vile Spine, I probably can't Weapon. But we'll figure it out. Divine Being T. Oh, that's a good play. XR's nice. Now I wish I had my Firefly instead, right? We can play this without buffing it. It's fine. Feels pretty good, actually. Because it's a 4-4 already anyway. Ooh, this is a sick hand. We're going to be able to push through some zombies hard. Let me copy this deck code. For the record, it is a little easier if you pop the deck code in like a website for me first, like Hearthstone or whatever, so I can just look at the deck. But I don't mind. It's just a little bit of extra work for me. I'm happy to help. You guys are nice to me. I can be nice to you too. So this is a Tempo Rogue deck from Divine Being T. Let's take a look. What is it? Wind Fury Harpies in there to empower your Corpse Taker. Pretty similar list otherwise. Looks like Corpse Taker and Harpy are the main differences. 1 Fan of Knives and an Argent Squire pair. I like the Argent Squire pair in there as well for the Corpse Taker, I'm sure. Yeah, I like this list. I do have to say, like, I think Lich King is just so good. I'd be really sad to not have Lich King, I guess. Spellbreaker feels pretty solid, right? And what do we have for damage here? We have Spellbreaker weapon is solid. Let's do 5, 9. Plus 4 is 13, 14. Yeah, let's just do that. We are kind of playing into Mind Control Tech a little bit, I guess. Do I want to trade in a minion to play around Mind Control Tech, any guys? Yeah, I think I will. We have the Vile Spine. Oh, crap. Whoopsie daisy. I missed a damage point. Crap! You idiot! I got excited. Moron! Idiot! Dummy. Here we go. Oh, does this work too, by the way, guys? I updated this. It does work! Yes, you guys can actually say dumb things to me now in chat again. Shagwagon says, my name is Murloc Tiny Fan, a cheer mote of Regis Kilbin. I'm obtained by defeating Giant Fin. Craft me in gold if you want to win. I love it, dude. When did you start playing Hearthstone? 2014. No way. No way. What a god tier zombies. Wow, dude. That is brutally insane. Should have plenty of mana to re-weapon later, so we're gonna go ahead and use our weapon there. That zombies, though, yes. Yes, rip lethal. How did we have lethal? 12 on board, 2 from Daggerhit, also buffing Thug, 4 from Fungal. Really? What did I play instead? The Spellbreaker? Oh, yeah, I didn't even check. You're right, we didn't even check. Mega misplay, then. It really wasn't even the misclick that was the misplay. It was the, it was the non-lethal check. What did we have? Fungal plus weapon attack. So we had 5, 6 from hand and 12 on board, maybe. So maybe 18 total damage. Exactly 18. Yeah. That makes sense. I believe it. That zombies was crazy. That's like the #1 zombies crab. My god. He didn't quite clear the board, which I guess kind of sucked, but that much healing is ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. And we had enough minion damage on board for it to die, too. Same guy, so we know the deal here. Spellbreakers seem pretty enticing, honestly. There's a lot of stuff I might want to Spellbreak in this deck. I don't know if I want to keep 2, though. I need a curve still. I'd rather have some early aggression, too. Has streaming made you a better player? No. Drastically worse. Drastically worse player. Well, I mean, not, like, in general, but playing on stream is 47 times harder than playing off-stream. Playing off stream is a chill joke of I rank up so much faster. You guys even have seen it sometimes. I'll be rank 5 and then like over the course of a night I'll rank up to rank 2 off stream in like 3 hours because you just fly through the ranks. You just move. It's a totally different world because I'm not as distracted. You have time to think. The biggest difference is most of the time when I'm streaming is that I'm talking to you guys during my opponent's turn. Like, I don't look at the game during the opponent's turn. I'm just chilling and talking to you guys. So I don't have time to... I lose half the amount of time I would normally have to think about stuff. Like, to think about lines of play and everything. I'm instead focusing on you dudes. And now I really wish we'd hit the Prince Kelasath instead of... Because we could have hit it down over 2 turns, right? And then... I mean, it still exposes the Hinchland Thug to trade weapons. It's not like that big of a difference, but now he has a Hinchland, or now he has a Kelasath that I have not yet answered, and I don't want to answer it next turn either. So now I'm like committed to not weaponing again next turn. I mean, I can weapon next turn, I suppose. But regardless, you can see the difference here, the impact. So you don't think during your opponent's turn, which is normally half your time to think. And often I don't even know what they're doing. I'll look over back at the game and be like, oh, okay, what did they do? What did they do last turn? But no, I mean, I guess in terms of, you know, general skill set, yeah, I think streaming's probably improved because chat helps you observe things you wouldn't otherwise see. Ouch. Wow. Double flanking is brutal. I think that's just game, right? There's no... My hand is garbage. There's no coming back here. There's no coming back. Because chat makes you better. Like, you see things you wouldn't otherwise see. You learn to check yourself a little more. So yeah, streaming has made me a better player, but not while on stream. Only off stream. Yesterday I had my first pro battle against Dr. Hippie. Who was the first well-known player you played against? I think I played against Firebat one time, really early on in Legend. When I like one of the first times I hit Legend, I think I played against Firebat. But that's really all I can remember. I don't know. When you get to Legend, if you know the early Legend, you usually play against a lot of people, so it's hard to remember a distinct one other than that. But I seem to remember being proud of beating Firebat one time when I was very young at Hearthstone. Back then, he was, you know, the world champ and stuff. Try to get a golden melon. We're not getting anything else out of this game, so why not? Real quick, we're not getting anything else out of it. Found it. He got revenge on us, guys. I think we played less than optimally, but I think we were doomed anyway with the double flanking early like that. Kelly into double flanking into Serenite is a pretty busted curve for a Death Rattle Hunter. I wouldn't mind playing him again because I think we can win that one. Why this version of Miracle Rogue? This is not a Miracle Rogue. This is a Tempo Rogue. As far as why we're playing it, it's a solid deck that's kind of different and fun. That's the main reason. Miracle would have more card draw. This deck is more about tempo and minions. So we don't have like Agitated Auctioneer or Sprint, for instance. We just have an early curve, more focused on playing minions early and applying aggression via pressure through minion damage via Kellisath and Vicious Fledgling and Hinge Clan Thug and Fungalmancers and so on and so forth. So almost like Odd Rogue in a way, but without the hero power to do crazy stuff. Okay. Kellisath on 2. Yep, knew it. I called it. Oh my god, beautiful curve. This is the dream. Okay, we got this. This is our game. You could try Augmented Relic for SI and Edwin. I think we had it in here originally, but I was really a staunch defender of it. Like I really went hard to defend Augmented Relic. Like, oh no, the Falderize win us so many games. We get so many spiders. But ultimately, it just felt bad. It wasn't creating enough pressure. Even though it is a 3-mana 3/4, it's not quite creating the same amount of pressure. And now I've even gotten to the point where I don't even know if I want Falderize. Like, I'm thinking about cutting Falderize Striders. Like, I actually am starting to think maybe Chillwind Yeti would be better than Falderize Strider. They come out, they matter, but they don't usually matter a ton, if that makes sense. Like, they can just be too slow and too late. So we've kind of shifted gears to make the deck faster and faster. Like, we added Cold Bloods and Leroy it didn't used to have. The deck just keeps getting more aggressive all the time. Because that's really how you win, right? Is finding those sneaky outs. It's not via, like, Okay, Happy Ghoul, sure. He's gonna trade here, right? You have to protect it. So Fledgling looks a lot worse, but I think something we still play just to stay even on board. It might be something he decides to Soulfire. Serenite doesn't line up particularly well against Happy Ghoul, but we'll make the most of it if we can. Probably gotta save this Flame Elemental for a turn 6 File Spine. There's a Soulfire. Well, that might give us some time. Ooh, that Soul Infusion's real spooky though. What is that? It's not Leroy. Might be a Doomguard, might be Serenite. I hope to God it's not Serenite. That would suck. Okay, so he's gonna kill one of these. It's gonna go down to 1. I really don't have a play next turn. I could just backstab ping this right now. And play the Flame Elemental. He's gonna play, I'm assuming 4/5 Serenite Chain Gang next turn, double Serenites. So I will probably Spellbreak one of them. He'll trade the minion into the Spellbreaker. I'm not going to be able to weapon on 5 is the reason I don't want to play these Serenites right now. So, like, cleaning up that 3/3 is going to look really bad for us. I could honestly just play the Spellbreaker. And then I have an activator for the Vile Spine next turn with Backstab. So he plays those Serenites. The 3/3 doesn't run in. I trade in the 5/4 into 1, and then I Backstab this and Vile Spine the other. I don't know. I guess this is the same difference, and it gives me the option of an actual value Spellbreaker. This is tough, though. This is tough. By the time they come out, it's late game when a 4/4 doesn't matter as much. Yeah, exactly, kind of. That sounds exactly right. And we ended up with a doubling imps instead, so I guess that doesn't really change my math a lot. Spellbreaker, is that ever right? I still don't get to weapon, so I'd rather play this, I think, on 4 right. But Backstab, Vile Spine is still pretty solid. And we'll go ahead and trade into the 3/1 probably, right? Just to... Could Backstab here and trade, I guess. That makes the Vile Spine look a little better against the 3/2 and the 3/1, right? By Backstab, trade, and Vile Spine here, neither of these actually directly threaten the Vile Spine. The problem is maybe a Fungalmancer, right? Fungalmancer would make them both good trades. This would go down to 1 after the trade. This would be a 5/3. I'd have Spellbreaker and Hero Power to clean up. I don't know. This gets a little punished by well, not even really that punished, but a little punished by Fungalmancer, but not that punished. It's not that bad. Despicable Dreadlord punishes it a little too, I guess, but not that bad. It's actually okay. Life Drinker into Soulfire. Okay. So all of his burst damage is probably out the door. Unfortunately, we didn't leave ourselves a great Spellbreaker, so I'd love to draw a better card here. Elven Minstrel I can't really use yet. I am getting low, despite the fact that he's out of burst. It's still just, we're very low. Probably gonna have to do this soon to find like a Ziliax. I need Ziliax, I need Serenite Chain Gang, I need Lich King. Any sort of big defensive card right now would be very handy. Amaz Rage quit Hearthstone last week. Really? Why do people get so frustrated by Hearthstone? I just can't imagine that world. The game is so lighthearted and fun. Like, what is happening that's making you so triggered by it? I don't know that I see it. My brain can't process that, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna die, guys. We're gonna die. I pretty much have to get Ziliax right now, I think, right? It's not good enough. We're just gonna bleed out here. He only needs 4 damage. He might have a Doom Guard in hand. He may not run Doom Guards, but he might have it. We don't know. But I still don't have the stabilizer, right? I don't have a taunt. So I have to be able to clear the board every turn. Kel'Thuz's really not so bad. I mean, I don't want to have to deal with Kel'Thuz. Oh my god. Okay, I actually can't clear the board. No, I can't with Fungalmancer. Never mind. We're fine. Fungalmancer into Edwin is probably what I gotta do. Just stay on curve and... So, how do I want a Fungalmancer trade? Maybe just send this in here. Then Fungalmancer Edwin. So we're down to 2. I guess the question is, can we flip the game and win, right? Now we have 11, 17, 18. Like, if he can't quite get there on minions, like, 2 damage is hard for him to do right now, because he's used both Soulfires and Leroy. He may not have 2 direct damage. There's a chance he runs Doom Guards. We don't really know. People sometimes have both, sometimes they don't. We'll see. We'll see. But if he's only playing minions here, we have a chance to just trade in and stabilize, right? Like, we have enough damage on board to always trade in, hopefully. He's digging here. I don't know what he's got. Not a Doom Guard, presumably. Oh, Dreadlord's really good because it kills this. I can trade it off, but it's going to hurt a lot. SI7 agent does make the trade-off. No, it doesn't really change the trade. Well, it does with the Spellbreaker, actually. Yes, we can Spellbreak, trade, SI. Okay, that's important because every extra minion on board, it also helps me find lethal and helps me trade into his next set of minions, right? Everyone matters. So now we have lethal on board for next turn. He has to kill us this turn or clear our board. Both of which seem sort of hard. Oh, Life Drinker. Yeah, you're right. Life Drinker's an out. I forgot about Life Drinker. There's a second Life Drinker in the deck too. Oh yeah, so you may be taking for that right now. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about Life Drinker. That's the only other direct damage probably. Did he hit it? Don't hit it on the final card. Don't do it to me. Please, God, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, Kieran. Don't you do it, Kieran? That's not a Life Drinker. That's not a Life Drinker. That's not a Life Drinker. Is it enough to stay alive? No, no way. We have it, right? Definitely with Cold Blood we have it. Woo! Fun game, guys. Woo! 2 health stabilization. No Ziliacs. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, that was fun. Once I was about to win 2 games in a row, and in both of them I had a disconnect. Ouch! Is this reason to rage quit? Maybe. That might be a reason. That might be a reason. Sorry, Kieran, dude. I denied you from Legend. My apologies, man. I have really nothing to fight for, so. Regis deck over face. Really? We played that many cards, huh? That's unusual. Can fix that, though. We can fix that, though. Deck under face. Boom. Whew. 1 legend point. Yeah, I know. Good morning to you, Shamanistical. Dude, we had a Totem Cruncher pop up earlier and somebody dropped your name. They were like, oh, if only Shamanistical was here. So you're now famous for your Totem Cruncher love, man. Everybody knows you as the Totem Cruncher guy. It's quite an honor to behold, I would say. Can we see that Ben Brode pick again? Yeah, of course. We also have this one, which is always hard for me to. I still have not really set this up correctly, but we also have Helibrode. This one's funnier for some reason. His facial expression is always so good. I've kind of blocked ice block there with my head positioning, but that's okay. She kind of shines through my head now. I need to move myself over a little bit. Let's fix that. I can fix that right now. There we go. Boom. Yeah, we got Patches and Barnes and Ice Block. We got Jade Army back here. We got Mind Control Tech and Gul'dan. Just all my most hated cards. All my most hated cards popping in there to the Helibrode. The Jade Army, yeah. There's a bunch of small Jades and then one really big Jade. Most people are like, what are those? I always have to explain it. Always have to explain. I love that face. Yeah, it's so good. So good. I wish people knew me for my Tiller and Shatter obsession. That's actually almost more remarkable of an obsession, isn't it? Tiller and Shatter. Yeah, it's something to be proud of, too. 241 viewers. Yeah, we've had a lot of viewers this morning, guys. What's going on? I've had a lot more people on the YouTube rerun thing. I've had more people on Twitch. Like, what's happening? Is there, like, nobody else on or something? Oh, you guys just wait? Is this, like, the, like, I don't know who streams at this time. But is this the waiting room for that person, whoever it is? Is this, like, the Ali Straza or Hafu or somebody waiting room? I don't know. Who comes online right now? Maybe Slissa's not on. Maybe that's some people hanging out here. I think... No, Slissa is on. She's got a lot of viewers, too. I don't know. I think there's just a lot of Hearthstone viewers right now. A lot of Hearthstone people around today. I don't know why. Something going on? I've got not English up. Hold up. Let me add English to my filter. That's usually what I look at. Yeah, I don't know. We're ahead of Patra. That's kind of crazy. It's pretty wild. I bet Slissa got a host. But I thought she was sick, but she's on. Good for her. Powered through. Boar Control, #1 English streamer right now. That's pretty wild. Go Boar Control. Congrats, Boar Control. You should definitely start seeing an increase due to people quitting Hearthstone. You mean streamers? Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. We'll see. I don't know. I don't really want that to happen, though. For me, that's not like an accomplishment. I'd much rather there be more streamers and have people talk positively about the game. Like, I think that's better for me than... Like, I want the whole pie to get bigger. I say this all the time. Like, I'm not trying to carve out a bigger piece of the pie and steal pie from everybody else. I want the whole pie to grow. Like, let's make a bigger pie. I want my piece of that pie. Proportionally, I'm fine with it staying the same. But if everybody's pie gets bigger, that's good for us, right? That's where we succeed. I want the pie to get big. I want the pie to get big. Amaz really quit playing Hearthstone? I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. I feel like that's something I would have heard. It's pretty wild. Do we ever just slam a Leroy here, guys? Because I really don't have any plays right now. I mean, I can Leroy trade off. I'm gonna do it. Let's just do it. Call it a day and do it. Like, screw it. Let's just do it. He can obviously kill it, even with just his weapon, right? We know it's killable. I could Shadow Step it as well, I suppose. Shadow Step may not be bad either. Let's Shadow Step it. I mean, I don't think leaving it's terrible either, but he rage quit because cross-class arena was so neutral heavy. Well, that's a silly reason. That's a temporary event. Like, I don't know. Well, never mind. It's not. Shouldn't say it's silly. His reason's his reason. I have no say in what's logical or illogical for him, but to me that seems silly. Amaz was very formative to me early on in Hearthstone. Like, I watched a ton of Amaz back in the day. A ton. He was the priest master. I always thought that was cool, how good he was at priest when nobody else was good at priest back in the day. We're gonna lose, guys. We have just got ran over. This guy has the nuts right now. Most of the garbage druid cards go to wild. That will help the health of the game. I think Death Knights are gonna make the biggest impact. Death Knights leaving is gonna be really big deal. Really big deal. Maybe he'll be back after the event. Yeah, that may be. Does Amaz mostly play arena? I don't watch Amaz at all, so I don't know what's normal for people or what's abnormal. Yeah, we are super dead. The swing potential for Druid is so ridiculous. Like, they're so good at swinging board states. Like, we were ahead, and now we're just drastically behind. I mean, I will admit we didn't have the best follow-up. Like, Leroy is not really what we should have been playing. We should have been playing Fungalmancer and stuff to follow up, but...
Screw it, let's just do it.
That's a good quote too. That's a good quote too. See you, Divine Big T. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate that. I mean, Death Knights are here to say Hagatha. Well, actually, no. This is a mistake I make too, but Hagatha's not a Death Knight. She's a hero card. Death Knights are actually rotating out. The Death Knight hero cards are the ones from Knights of the Frozen Throne. Everything else is just a hero card, like Hagatha and Dr. Boom. They're hero cards, not Death Knights. So semantically, it's silly. I know. We all know what we're talking about. But Death Knights are rotating out. Hero cards are staying. And I kind of hope we'll get even more. Like, I'd like every class to retain a hero card, right? I think that'd be awesome. We can get through this stuff, but I can't really stay alive, right? He has 4, so I don't think I have a taunt that keeps me alive. I mean, maybe Death Coiling my own face. Fungal Cold Blood, even then it's like 10, so now we're just dead. Like, we have a cool play, I guess, sort of, but not enough to win. The cool suicide, at least. Hero cards are one of Hearthstone's best designs. I do think they're... Well, I think the idea of hero cards is one of the best designs. It's a really fun mechanic, yes. I agree with you there. I don't know that the execution was always perfect. In other words, I think some of the hero cards have problematic design elements just because their hero powers are so strong and drawing them versus not drawing them is so swingy. I think Hagatha and Dr. Boom are much more accurate in their power levels and influence on the game compared to the original Death Knight set. So I think it is a lesson Blizzard themselves sort of recognized and learned. Because, you know, Rexar, for instance, just infinite value is kind of insane. Jaina's infinite value is kind of insane. You know, Gul'dan's hero power is bonkers. I think Malfurion's really good, but a little closer to what it should look like for a Death Knight. I think Garrosh was pretty close. I think who else? Uther was actually maybe underpowered, if anything, but cool. Still a good design. Still a neat design, and had a neat way to interact with the game. So that was cool. But some of them were kind of bonkers, right? Kind of bonkers. See this meme, please. When everyone else drafts a Banshee, when I am forced to draft a Banshee, why don't you like Keening Banshee? It's one of those cards that's like surprisingly good. Hey, we got a Murloc Mage. That's exciting. Curious to see how this plays out. I have a feeling we're gonna get smorked hard, but Thrall was probably a good Death Knight too. Did I forget anybody else? It's even more confusing because Arfis says Death Knight will get a random Death Knight card. I know, it is super weird, yeah. Death Knights is like the class of those cards. They have a different color pattern and stuff. But they're Death Knight hero cards as well. I remember when I first saw Arfis, And even Lich King, I think a lot of people thought initially, like, wait, Lich King gives you a random hero card? Like a Death Knight hero? We were all like, that is so OP. Because you'd get, like, Gul'dan from Lich King, right? Like, that would be so busted. But we all found out, of course, that's not really what's happening. That's not really what's going on. Okay, well, we are starting to stabilize a little bit, weirdly enough. Against this aggressive Murloc start. Do not fear the tower, fear those who tilt it. Ooh, nice. Murloc Tidecaller into Murloc War Leader. Ouch! That's kind of brutally good. Man. I want to kill both those, but I don't think I can, right? We can Cold Blood, Elven. Could just Fungalmancer trade. I don't really hate Fungalmancer trade. It leaves us alive to take another trade here. It will die to the trade, but that's okay. It feels kind of bad to just play a Fungalmancer on one minion, but given the power level of said play, I mean, I guess Cold Blood Elven kind of leaves me in the same place, though, right? Other than the fact that this has Taunt, which I guess is meaningful if this thing wants to run into my face. Like, if he played 3 big Murlocs. I have other ways to activate stuff. I'm gonna play this. I think it's okay. It leaves me with 2 minions instead of 1, which is important. It is important. Aha. Oh my gosh, guys, my neck. Ouch. How amazing would Arthas be if that was the rewards? Yeah, Lich King too, they'd be busted. It would be totally insane. It'd be the most overpowered card in history. Check out my secret paladin. Sure thing, Frost Wolf Warlord. I will do exactly that. Let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like here. What do we got? We got a... what do we got? We got a secret paladin, Lich King, Hogger. Whoa, Hogger surprises me. It's a crazy tech. Bellringer Sentry, of course, Keleseth, and lots of secrets. Well, not that many secrets, actually. You've kind of stayed at a healthy number of secrets, perhaps. I think this looks solid. Just a nice mid-range paladin deck with, you know, the upside of secrets. I don't see any major flaws or faults or problems here. Maybe not enough follow-up, I wonder. Like, you do have Blessing of Kings, I guess. That's pretty good follow-up. I was thinking, like, Spike-Rich Steed instead of Hogger might feel better to me. I'm curious why you landed where you landed there, but certainly don't hate what you've got. Certainly don't. All right. I mean, this is fine, right? He left up a 2-1, which is... I mean, it's 2 damage. It might be bad, but he's got a long way to go still on damage, and we're certainly starting to stabilize a board, so I think we'll be okay. My second card was the Star Aligner, so I decided to go full meme. Oh, on your arena run? Star Aligner plus Gruul plus Violet Worm. Oh my god. Tyrantus double Violet Worm. Bittertide Hydra. Oh my god, this deck is bonkers, dude. Naturalize, Earthshock, Zap. You got a little bit of everything, don't you? Crypt Lords in there. You could hit some Star Aligners. You have a few minions here that line up with Star Aligner, okay. Hydra could get there. Nesting Rock could get there, of course. Stegatron... probably would be hard to get Stegatron to the right total, but it's possible. Sated Threshodon gets there. Gruul won't really get there, I guess, but Double Violet Worm certainly would. That's a pretty good deck looking, I think. It looks like a nice deck. Cold Blood would kill this off. That's a pretty big guy. I kind of wish I had my Vilespine back. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's just start to apply counter pressure. Maybe that's not worth it for the Cold Blood. I don't know. I just, you know, he's got 3 things that he wants to deal with now, and I think they're going to be hard to deal with. Because he can't ping all 3, right? So what do you target here? What do you have? Frostbolts? Do you fireball something? What's your... Do you have Alaneth? I hope not. Did it again. He can't ping, though, without an Alaneth, so he really did expose himself to a lot of pressure here. He's just going to go face... Nope, he's gonna nope, he's going face. Okay, I think that's smart, honestly. I think that's the right move. Serenite's pretty much my best draw, because it means I can kind of just leave those and go nuts. And try to win via counter pressure, but I do want a hero power, so... I don't think I can afford a hero power, though. Not this turn, at least. It's okay. It's just 2 extra damage right now. I need a Zilliax, I think. Most importantly. I think I need a Zilliax. Wind Fury! Divine Shield's a little better against like fireballs and stuff, I guess. Worse against like arcane missiles, though. I don't know what all this deck runs. Alaneth was pretty much worst case scenario, though. Pretty much worst case scenario. That's also very good. But ultimately not applying pressure this turn, which is what I'm most worried about, right? Wind Fury here would give him a little bit of extra damage. Taunt is very annoying, honestly. Okay. That's a sneaky good play. Sneaky good play. And he saves the ping. Sneaky good play there. I need Fan of Knives, which I don't have. Fan of Knives would be handy right now. Sneaky good. Really good play. Spellbreaker into Vile Spine does mean I can kill some dudes. Oh, cool. Did I have lethal or anything? Did he... No, I didn't have lethal. I'm surprised he gave up there. I felt like he was in a slightly better position there than I thought. That was a weird place to concede. I kind of thought he'd stabilized a little bit. That's weird. Like, it looked... I didn't have lethal coming. Huh, what a weird spot to give up there. That felt bad to me. I don't know why he... Of all the times I would have expected to concede, that wasn't the one. That was not the one. Okay, we can play some Quest Warlock. What's your best legend rank ever? I don't know, like 110 or something, 117, somewhere around there. I don't know the exact number. Highest we finished is 167, I think. 170. I have that written down. Hold up, I can tell you that one. Highest I've ever finished the month is on the leaderboard at 187. 187. It's the highest we've ever finished the month on the leaderboard. I just tried to get the leaderboard one time. What's a good deck to climb with? There's a lot right now. See you, Piggy Pie. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Smooka, with Arena, you never know, man. Sometimes you just hit a bad stretch, and it's tough. Pretty tough. Eon says, do you think you'd ever do wild experiments? I have some cool ideas for you to try. I would definitely do them, Eon. I don't have anything planned at the moment, but yeah, man, you're the... I feel like if you're suggesting it's not even a deck experiment anymore, I feel like you are just, like, a monster, man. You're gonna just get it exactly right. If I'm out of sync, it might be on your end. You might need to refresh the stream. Sometimes it gets a little out of whack, Eon, if you have been around a while, or just sometimes it loads weird. I don't know if anybody else is seeing it out of sync or not. He's doing it to surprise you. Maybe so. It was weird. That was very weird. You play Treachery and Halfie? No. We're not doing shenanigans like that. No worries, yeah, dude. I'm glad you mentioned it, just in case. Definitely worth telling me. Could you experiment with the Control Odd Hunter? Yeah, I can add to my list. I got a lot of stuff on the list right now, guys, for the record. Like, a lot of stuff. Don't discard the Lucari Felhelm, please. I could, like, make millions of dollars predicting what cards are going to get. If somebody said, every time you predict a card that gets discarded, Regis, I'll give you $100, I'd be done streaming, guys. We'd be millionaires already. We'd absolutely be millionaires. We'd be raking in the dough. Raking in the dough. Is this like a... What is this? A combo? I feel like this is a... this feels to me like it's going to be an OTK mage of some sort. So, okay. Control Odd Hunter was a recommendation. Eon, I didn't hear what your actual recommendations were, but maybe we'll get there. I'm trying to convince my wife to let me get Totem Cruncher tattooed on my chest, and for some reason she does not think it's a good idea. Imagine that. Probably best, because I'll end up like all the other mumble rappers. I genuinely love good hip-hop. My favorite group is an independent A group called Atmosphere from Minnesota. I just hate mumble rappers. Why can't they enunciate? Enunciate. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why can't they enunciate? I guess we just go, right? It's turn 4, so who cares? Let's do it. Can he beat our overwhelming army of dudes? Dudes to the left, dudes to the right, mumble rappers everywhere. All right. Could you do experiments with Raxus somehow? A lot of people have asked. I guess we can try. I mean, Jiraxis used to be such a good card. Sad he's not anymore. Suggestion: Stormbringer Elemental Shaman. We've kind of done that before, but I'll add that to the list and see if anything comes up that some kind of unique angle there that makes sense to me. We've done some Stormbringer kind of, you know, Spark Shaman stuff before. I'll warm you up, Inky Seraphs. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna warm you up. I've been toying with Oil Rogue, and it's super fun as a nostalgic deck. Yeah, the problem is I don't know... Oh, crap. That's a secret. Crap. I'm glad I looked up, guys. I'm glad I looked up. Okay. Do we believe in the 50-50 here or not? Let's wait anyway so we can play him in the same turn. Because otherwise he may just counterspell again and we'd be in the same spot. The problem with me for wild format is I just don't know exactly what I'm playing against, so it's hard to build a deck that makes sense, you know? I do like the idea of like nostalgic decks though, going back for like old decks that were successful and trying to make those work again. That does seem like a pretty cool thing. Oh cool, he gave me more cards to dodge the discard, but we'll still discard the another portal. If this doesn't get counterspelled, that is. Oh, sick, okay. Cool. Perfect. And he actually didn't discard Gul'dan either? What a sick turn of events. Still think we're gonna die though. Looks like he's just gonna OTK me before long and I won't have time to win, so. I think it's Ice Block. Ooh, I wish. That'd be cool. That would be sick if he played an Ice Block. I would be very impressed. Very, very impressed. Definitely some kind of crazy OTK mage. We're going to die in no time at all. No time. Is there anything off this I care about? No, not really. Just kind of chill, I guess. Our health total should not matter at all, given how these games go. Explosive runes. That had to be created off of something, right? Because he wouldn't want to run that. Yeah, you'd never want to run explosive runes. Okay. Adding more imps to my Gul'dan pool probably doesn't matter because he sells a lot of AoE, but that's okay. I can teach you the ways of wild. That is all I play. I object to the very concept of standard. Always have. No, I think wild is a very admirable thing to be interested in, for sure. It's a really fun format. Oh, weird. Did he accidentally discount something incorrectly or what? What just happened? Did he break his combo somehow? He did play both Doomsayers, so these Simulacrum seemingly should have went off correctly. He'd also played 2 Novice Engineers, right? I don't know the deck super well, but I feel like he had all the right stuff there to make that work. But maybe he did something wrong. I don't know. He probably lost a 50-50 on a Simulacrum. What was left, though, on the Simulacrum that would have disrupted it? Your deck is just OP, you're right. He's like, screw this. I can't beat this. What is this guy doing? How can you OTK with Mage and Standard? There's like Leyline Manipulator stuff that you can do. Discount if you create a Sorcerer's Apprentice with Simulacrum, it's a created card, and then Leyline Manipulator can discount it, and you can play multiple Sorcerer's Apprentices in a single turn and alongside an Antonitis with Molten Reflection and still do it with Leyline Manipulator. It's harder. For sure, it's harder, but it's still possible. I don't even know if I described it correctly, but I think you get the idea at least. You get the gist of it, right? All kinds of different stuff happens, and then you Leyline Manipulator, and all kinds of stuff happens again. That's how it works. That's kind of the summary there. Okay. Night of the Soularium is actually a good stream title now, guys. We're playing the Soularium. That's perfect. We did it. He knows the imps are going to keep coming, and he didn't have freezes to keep you from killing him. Maybe. You think he didn't have Blizzard? Does that deck not run Blizzard? I know they had to cut some of their removal stuff to fit more combo pieces in, but it feels like they still had a lot. All kinds of stuff happens. Yeah, that was a good Cataclysm we hit when we did. Hitting it on 4 is really, really clutch. Really clutch. What about some compilation video where you try a deck with each quest? Oh, that's a lot of work, unfortunately. Like, that's just a lot of different editing, and the more pieces any given video or whatever has, the harder it is for me to do. I wish I had that Cataclysm. Unlike most decks, we actually want these things to discard. We are not looking to keep the minions there. Maybe he simulacred an Artificer. Yes, maybe that's what it was. Artificer could have been it. That's maybe it. If he runs those, which he might. He does have Blizzard. Good to know if we run into him again. Yeah, good to know. No, don't apologize, Mugahoon. That's a totally reasonable request. Just a lot of work. Just a lot of work. And I mean, we've done every quest at some point or another anyway. Like, it's happened. They've all been played at some point. I've done every quest probably 5 times. Honestly, the quest I played the least is Rogue. I've probably barely played any quest Rogue. That's the one I think I've missed out on the most, is Quest Rogue. Yeah, definitely Quest Rogue. I don't think I've played much Quest Rogue. Just like one time to try it, and then we don't ever mess with it because it's annoying. That's about it. What's the problem with the Shaman quest? It's never played. I don't really know. There was a time where it like popped up and it was decent for a minute, and then like real quick in the expansion it fell off. But I think it's somewhat viable. We've played it to some success before, you know, like 45% win rate type stuff, 50% win rate stuff. Do you ever get really salty? Not playing Hearthstone, no. Sometimes playing like Call of Duty I will, or whatever other shooting game, PUBG. If I feel like I got ripped off in a shooting exchange, sometimes I'll get a little salty, yeah. But not usually in Hearthstone, no. Sometimes off stream, I guess I do here and there. That's fine, I don't care about that. Our Ren looked important, but it's really not. We're going for quests this game. Quest is our route. Good discard hand here. I'm only at 5 though, so I really do still need another discard. Soulfire off the top, Succubus off the top, all those would be fine. Don't have that many extra discards right now, so hitting one might take a minute here. Might take a minute or two, which I'm not excited about. I want to hit the quest as soon as I can, just to keep that pressure moving instantly. You don't want to play quest on turn 1 in an aggro Murloc deck. That's true, that's true. That's a good point. It's harder to get a fast aggro start when you're committing to the quest. If quests just like came into play automatically, that would be the dream. That's what would make people excited. Soulfire is my best draw. I think I life tap into a... Oh, cool. Okay, Soulfire. Yeah, awesome. I was gonna coin the Soulfire to try to hit the spell, but either way, we get the thing next turn, so that's fine. Hitting it as soon as possible was nice. There was a chance we played it this turn if that had gone in a slightly better order, but I'm happy. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just wondering, through Hearthstone streamers I haven't seen before and literally double-taked and was like, wow, nice hair and beard. Ooh, you're saying the right stuff, buddy. Ooh, thank you, man. That's awfully nice. Thanks for joining us, Physics. Physics. That's a hard name to say. The double consonant there at the end is throwing me for a loop, but we're happy to have you. Hope you have fun. Feel free to bounce around, though. Might be some more beautiful hair out there. The last couple of rotations have just taken out too many cards that helped Shaman Murloc work. Yeah, that's true. Murlocs move in and out of fashion. There might be more that pop up, but we don't have much time left in standard format, at least. Hey, Runny said, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Calvin on the last Kaleidosaur. Yeah, we've tried to make him work a lot, too. Quest automatically entering play would be busted, though. With Quest Rogue, yes. I'm not sure they would be busted with most rogues, or with most quests. Warrior, don't think it would make much of a difference. Really just the aggro ones would help a lot. I mean, it helps everybody because you get the 1 extra card, right? I'm not saying it's not impactful, because obviously it is impactful. But I don't think it's crazy overpowered, personally. I wouldn't describe it as crazy overpowered. Maybe if they still took up a spot in your mulligan, but you didn't have to spend the mana on them. How about that? Like a compromise. Like, they show up in your mulligan, but they just, like, as soon as your mulligan's over, they just shoot into play. You know what I mean? Like, it says, like, plays automatically. That sort of thing. So you don't get the extra card, but you don't have to spend the mana. So you can still play a 1-drop to complement it, but you didn't have to spend the mana. And you still got it always in your opening hand. Like, that's a good mechanic. I like that. If they didn't come in your opening hand, that would be nuts. That'd be crazy. Run, he says, that's very awkward to enunciate. Run, he says, I am indeed, Regis. I am sure you have been asked a million times, but are you going to TwitchCon? I am not going to TwitchCon. I am going to BlizzCon, but not TwitchCon. Hit that Zavas! Hit that Zavas! Yes! Yes! We did it, guys. We hit the Zavas. I'm just gonna trade because we don't really need minion pressure to win this. Like, we're gonna have minions every turn forever. It's really just staying alive that's gonna matter to us this game, I think. And we'll probably just eventually win, right? Just keep him on the back foot. Keep these minions hitting him, stressing him out. We'll eventually hit Gul'dan. I don't really want to life tap because I don't want to lose to fatigue necessarily. And I do need to be mindful of things like Void Lord. So I want to make sure he's kind of on the back foot a lot. So he doesn't have time to play like Void Lords. Those are just annoying. Not that they're like game winning, just annoying. There we go. Hey! Hey, Virgin Fat Boy! Thank you for the 500 bits, man. That's awesome. Sup right back at you. Oh, he killed his own Void Lord. I like that. That's handy. That's handy. I need to go dance soon just to make sure I don't die and the hero power is helpful and stuff. We could force the Zavas here if I wanted to, right? That wouldn't be that hard. Do I want to empty my hand, though? Oh, I don't know. Not really, but I guess it doesn't matter a lot. I don't really want to waste a file either, though. I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to play the Succubus. Maybe we'll hit it anyway. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to overcommit. This is fine. This is fine. But 500 bits, that's crazy, dude. Thank you so much. Sup right back at you. How's it going? Hope life's treating you well. That put us at what for the day? How many bits do we have today? 1,600 bits today. What? That's incredible. I'm so jealous, Regis. I was to go to BlizzCon so bad. I want to go to, and it's my first one, actually, believe it or not. First BlizzCon. So, pretty exciting. It's going to be fun. I'm sure I'll see a lot of people there, too. I have a Quest Paladin deck, but I've only tried it on my boyfriend's account. Let's see. Yeah, you got some empty cards there, I can tell. Quest Paladin. Ysera. Whoa, that's more late game than I ever would have expected to see. That's pretty wild. Godfrey. Man, Godfrey's really not very good for me right now. I can't get the 2 off. I feel like I'm gonna have to start life tapping soon or I'm gonna fall behind too hard on board. I guess we can just do this and kind of chill and set up for the Godfrey next turn. Godfrey's gonna be fine. As soon as that Divine Shield's gone, we'll be okay. Which it's very, very likely to be. But yeah, this looks like a neat list. A little more late game oriented than I would expect. Sound the Bells is probably your main activation. Kaleidosaur is more of a kind of mid to late game additional threat as opposed to your all in on, which is probably the right way to do it because sometimes he fails if you go too hard on him. Fails. The time I heard BlizzCon was happening, it was sold. Aw, man, that sucks. It's a Dragon Quest because my boyfriend wanted to play Dragon Paladin, so I made him a deck because that's his favorite, or my favorite part of Hearthstone. Nice, Magoon, that's kind of you. Chipping in, making decks for people. That's fun. I have never been requested to make a deck by my my fiancée. She has never dreamed of Hearthstone once in her life. she is absolutely not a Hearthstone player. Man, that kind of played around Godfrey really successfully and also just did a ton of damage. Please just give me the Gul'dan so we can flip this game and call it a day. Oh. Cool, thank you. That's surprisingly on time. All right. I love it. He has shifted into this like high pressure game state and now we have flipped that right on its head. Oh, Lucari Felon's a high roll too. Wow, yes, that's good. It's almost all imps at this point. That's all you called, Regis? Yes. Perfect. No Fear says, been messing around on my free-to-play EU account. Time to grind. Ugh, maybe Legend push. Ooh, taking Zoo to Legend on a second account. That sounds like a hard work. Big commitment. Shamanistical says, you are the man. Guys, for those of you who don't know Shamanistical, he is widely regarded as the best shaman player in Wild since beta. Slang's real estate in Colorado has 3 pets, 1 French bulldog. Oh, dude, Frenchies are so cute, man. So freaking cute. Love me some Frenchies. And Mr. Magoo and 2 totem crunchers named Totem and Crunch has a thick missus that looks like Sonya and is not short of self-confidence. What is happening? As you can see from his wide sweeping statements laced with delusions of grandeur. Yes, definitely suffers from a lack of any sort of hubris. Confirmed. Do I just like Godfrey here and just go face? Like, can I get through everything naturally? I don't want to leave any minions out, right? Ping, and then I got 3 of those. I do leave up a 2/1 here if I'm not careful. Is there any way this dude kills me with a 2/1? But the better question is really like, how on earth could I possibly lose if I play Lord Godfrey and go face, right? Like, why do I need all these minions? I don't need all these minions. They don't mean anything. Well, I might need this for his Gul'dan, though, actually, now that I say that. I might need that for his Gul'dan. Gotta think about that. He cannot kill me with a 2/1, right? There is 0 chance on Earth that I die with a 2/1 on board. He does not have 11 damage burst in his deck. There's 0 chance. We knew he didn't have a Doomguard or anything because he would have been pulled by the demon a while ago, or the skull a while ago. He might have top decked a Doomguard, theoretically, but he's not running Doomguard. It's not that sort of deck. So let's just play it straight up. This is good for a Gul'dan board. I think that's right. Just save for Gul'dan. So that we make sure we can clear a Gul'dan board, which indeed is happening now. No Despicable Dreadlord from him, thankfully. He doesn't actually have one, I guess, but that's important. Defile should handle this as well, right? There might be a better way to do this, but I'm too lazy to figure it out. Way too lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, sure. So now we just need our minions to carry, right? Like, now it's just all about our minions beating him. We're even on hero powers, even on cards. The question is, can he keep up with our minion pressure, right? Eventually, he's just gonna run out of stuff. He's lost Hellfires, he's down to 1 Defile. He's lost a Godfrey, he's lost a Twisting Nether. He does technically have another Void Lord probably coming, which I'm gonna have to kind of chip through, I suspect. But I don't think we should lose. It's possible, it's definitely possible, but it's gonna be hard to lose, I think, from here. Rin might be something that gives him enough bodies to contest, because he could play 2 bodies per turn that are slightly better than my 2 bodies per turn. But if I ever get ahead by a turn or 2, and I do still have my own minions to play as well, right? We still have Dreadlord, Doomguard, Tar Creeper, Librarian. I don't want to play Librarian, though, so I still have 3 minions of my own and a Soulfire that can help. I think we'll be okay. Will you make a YouTube video of your experience at BlizzCon? I will, yeah. I will indeed. Brocco dropping the spam, that's weird. What is that even supposed to be? It looks like it got messed up. Do you ever take breaks reading the chat? You're talking 24/7, I love it. Not usually, no. That's the best burn in our deck, because we didn't want that anyway. We didn't care. That's kind of annoying, I guess, but not really the end of the world. I think we'll just trade... Well, never mind, we're not trading through minions quite yet. Do we Godfrey this? I like the 4/4 on board, actually, for Godfrey. The question is, what is this, right? What is this? This is sort of good, too, though. Also good. Okay, a lot more minions are here. He has Twisting Nether, he has Defile. I take some breaks, but I mostly talk a lot. Well, to be fair, I found him through Hearthstone, so if we weren't both into that, that would be weird. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're the man, homie. Gotta go to work and make some magic happen. The market is changing. I don't know if that's good or bad, Shamanistical, but good luck, dude. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out while you could. Be back tonight, hopefully. I'll see you again. Zaf says, are the legendary weapons 3 durability because of Bloodsail Cultist? I don't know. I don't know what their logic was, necessarily. Maybe there's some logic there. I don't really need to Godfrey here. We can just play this one straight up. And it's the same story, right? He's still just got a lot of stuff to deal with. Every turn, just more and more stuff to deal with. It's so funny, like, he's the control warlock, but we actually have the most inevitability in our deck. We have more late game inevitability than he does. It's a pretty neat interaction. Just every turn, oh great, 6 more damage to deal with, right? And then eventually you just run out of cards. Oh, that's a big deal, actually. He got me one closer to fatigue there. That's pretty annoying, actually. That's a good play by him. Took him a while. Cataclysm, I suspect, won't ever matter for us. But I guess for any sort of emergency, it's okay. This is going to be a race, guys. This ain't over. We're behind in fatigue. Although I still think these are just going to overwhelm him eventually. He's going to run out of time. They're going to get some chip damage through soon. Like, right now, we've been kind of using them to trade into minions and stuff, but soon they're going to have to hit some chip damage, and this might, in fact, be the turn. I don't think we played Doomguard yet, because I suspect he has still, like, Twisting Nether #2, and I don't want to overcommit until it's, like, securing a lethal, or... Like, he'll be forced to drop something soon, like a Twisting Nether or whatever soon, and then we can Doomguard after that.
Welcome, boys. Make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
But not over.
Still
not
not
over.
giving up on discard Warlock. Thanks for the persistence.
Never, man. We're living the dream. Never. Is there a good Godfrey here? So if I trade, he goes down to 3. This is at 5. Now, what if I trade ping? This goes down to 3. I have a 2. I have a 4. I have a 6. And the other guys will also be at 8, right? So this would be the first ping. This would be the second ping. It would die. It would summon 1 3s. This would be the third ping. So I think this is a good Godfrey, right? We're going to find out, I guess. It is indeed. Okay. So pretty big board here. And now we can play the Doomguard freely, because he's going to Twisting Nether this turn. Oh, we actually gave him a Defile, though. Maybe he Defiles this turn. Maybe it takes him 1 more to Twisting Nether. What is this other card? He might still have a Shroom Brewer. Might have a Siphon Soul, but I bet that's a 1-of. Twisting Nether could be a 1-of as well. We don't really know. There's the Defile. So that's probably like Shroom Brewer, Twisting Nether, right? Oh, Doomsayer. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just do this and kill the Doomsayer. That's going to force the Twisting Nether if it is Twisting Nether, and then we just win on the remaining cards, right? Like, the Doomguard is not even mandatory necessarily. Because if he uses his Twisting Nether, he has nothing left, right? And if he doesn't use it now, we just do a ton of chip damage for free, so... It's Twisting Nether or bust, right? There's no other crazy out. Like, Rin, I guess, gives him some stuff, but not enough, really. There is a Rin, though. My god, man. My god, there's the Rin. But Rin can't keep up. It takes too long for the first 2 Rins to matter, right? It takes too long for the first 2 Rins to matter. Like, it's just a 2-2 and a 3-3, which is very easy for us to deal with. And then we just smork face a lot, right? His hero power, he's going to get overran here, because the Doomguard now is very valuable. We might see the concede here. This might be the concede. I think he knows. Nope, he's playing it out. Respect. But he can't hero power if he uses the Rin cards. So he's got this sort of dilemma there, right? What is he taking for fatigue? 3? Question is, do I go face or do I think we just do this and ping one of these. Because then we're just so far ahead on minions, there's just no coming back for him, right? Like, yeah, this can trade, but if he plays Ran or if he pings, he's just doomed. Woo! What a crazy game, guys. What a crazy freaking Hearthstone game. Wow. Quest Warlock going long. I love it. I love it. This is such a fun game. GG, man. GG. He's dead. We have lethal here. Yeah, super nicely done, man. Really fun game. Really fun game. Wow, that was so fun. That was great. That is awesome. We got the Demons quest done, I think, guys. Was that the Demons quest? I know I had a quest for play 10 demons, surely. Yeah, we don't really play that many. If it was summon 1 million demons, I think we would have still won. Yeah, Quest Warlock going long against a control Warlock, guys. Huh. I don't think he had any other better way to play it either. I think he played it pretty much perfectly. He did it great. Who is this person? Who are you? You are. Why can't I see my mod controls? What's going on right now? Nobody's actually banned. Who is this idiot? Why can't I see any of my mod controls? What's going on? Why are my mod controls not showing up? Here we go. New computer. This person's banned. Nobody's banned. Somebody in chat's typing that you guys are banned. Nobody's banned. He's banned. One person actually did get banned. The guy who spammed that everybody's banned got banned. That's a pretty good username to lose too. Like, you get one go at that. You get one go at tricking people and then you're banned forever. Like, what a sad username to lose. You are. That's a good username. But you could sell that. That'd be a valuable username for people. Nobody banned. Yes, indeed. What's up with, like, we got enough viewers to get spammers today, guys. What's going on? It's weird. What happened? Thank you, Runny said. That's nice of you to tell the people on mute. That's kind of you. Very, very nice of you. Is this the same? It's the same dude! It's the same dude! Oh my god. Oh, Gul'dan's actually bad, guys. We need, and an early Ren would also be bad. He does have some ways to win this one, right? An early Ren and Gul'dan are both bad, because I can't play like Cataclysm to get an instant quest activation now. Also, I'm just likely to lose my Gul'dan, so I can't really complete my quest until after turn 10. Which is obviously not when I want to be completing the quest. I want to be completing it as early as possible to apply as much pressure as we can. So a couple problems here in this game that are very different than last time. Very different than last time. You prefer donations or bits? It's kind of the same to me. I mean, very technically speaking, donations are probably a little bit more efficient in like transferring the money to me directly. But bits have advantages too, because you guys get like cool badges and you kind of get a history of your contributions that are very publicly viewable. And I like that aspect a lot too. Like, I like that you guys get rewarded and get to show off your bit badges and stuff. You know, we have people who have legendary badges in chat because they've given so many bits, and I think that's awesome. So I'm really happy to sacrifice the whatever extra little bit of percentage points that I might lose from bits just to give you guys some kind of reward or you know, give back a little bit at least. Whoa, I didn't... Oh, no, okay, that's off of Demonic Project. I was like, wait, what? I didn't play that. We know he has weapon removal, but we gotta try to stick this as soon as we can. If he kills it now, that's fine. Whatever, we take a little damage. I don't mind. Oh, man, he actually top-decked that. That was drawn right then. That was his turn 6 draw. Well, that sort of sucks. It's not really what I was anticipating. Again, I cannot play Gul'dan until I can't play discarded until we've played Gul'dan. How has this deck been performing? You know, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We've won 3 in a row. All time, this deck has a 46% win rate, which I again would say for Quest Warlock it's acceptable. I think that's a very acceptable level. Ooh, see, like, I'd love to do this, but I just cannot lose Gul'dan. Man, I have really nothing to do here. I'm kind of scared of dying, guys. I wish I'd saved that Kobold Librarian for a Defile now. I can trade here and get a decent Defile, right? It only puts us down to 3 is the problem. And then I play Voidlord, but it may not be enough.
How kind you are, dude.
It may not be enough. Hey, thank you, VFB, as I'll start to call you. VFB, man, 500 more bits. That's absolutely bonkers. You've been very kind to yourself today, man. Thank you for the generosity. That helps a lot. It's always encouraging and motivating. So I appreciate it a ton, dude. That's 1,000 bits on the day. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. The bits go to an account for you? Always wondered how streamers benefit from bits. Yeah, the bits just get, like, Twitch handles the bits and just pays me for the bits, basically. Donations go straight to my like PayPal account, essentially. I gotta try to save some damage here, guys. It hurts to use this Defile like this because we don't really resolve the Skulking Geist. But I just gotta live till turn 10. That's all. Play the Voidlord here. It might get silenced. I don't know. Did he have a silence last game? I feel like he probably did. He might just be going for the win, too. Like, he might just be pushing hard here. If he plays Voidlord, that's not so bad, because that's not really that much extra pressure being added to the board. It's a little bit, but not enough to, like, outright kill me, right? So then we Voidlord, then we have a Gul'dan set up. Oh, there's our Kobold Librarian. That's kind of sad. Did this guy have the Spellbreaker last game? No, he had an owl. Same deal. But we're still not dead unless he has Hellfire. No, not even Hellfire kills me, so we might be able to stabilize. I can't kill my Void Lord, though, so I might still just be dead to the board, huh? I might still just be dead to the board, huh? What have we played for demons? I've got a Void Walker. Can I play the other Void Lord and stay alive, guys? Double Hellfire would be lethal. What do I have for demons? I have only a Void Walker. That's not enough. I need this to be dead. I go to 9. He has 7, 11. The Void Walker theoretically means he has 8. I think this is a little bit safer technically. We know he runs double Hellfire, but he has to have both, right? He runs 1 Owl. We saw every card last game, so we know exactly what he has. What do you guys think? What's the safer bet? Cataclysm, easy? I don't think we ever win if we lose Gul'dan, guys. We can't win the long game. We need that heal from Gul'dan to win the long game. That first off only leaves that first off only, you know, I think you guys must be trolling, because that's definitely not the... There's never a world where Cataclysm's the right play, because that leaves us dead to board. Dead to 1 Hellfire. This is so cute. I know, Snazzy Snail, it really is. I think Void Lord's got to be the right play, and we just pray there's not double Hellfire. Siphon Soul is not actually lethal unless he has a Hellfire. Even then, it's not lethal. No, Hellfire's still lethal. Yeah, Hellfire's lethal. The Spellstone is lethal too. Or Sacrificial Pact. Man, so close. And a Spellstone. Did not think about Siphon Soul. Man, him hitting that ooze top deck, guys, really won the game. Because if we had gotten even 1 demon off of our weapon, we would have had a great board state that protected us so much more. I told you that Gul'dan was going to hurt us. That was going to cost us. It really did. But that ooze top deck was pretty bonkers. Pretty bonkers. What's the difference between prime subs and regular subs? Really nothing, just how they're purchased. But for me, it doesn't make any difference. They mean the same exact thing. Turn 8 Regis, I swear if you played the taunt of 4 mana that discards 2. We could have. I mean, we had a chance, but what if we lose the Gul'dan, you know? What if we lose? It's not a bad... it's not terrible odds, I'll admit. It's not terrible odds, but... It's the same guy again. Oh my god, we're gonna have a best of 3. But what if you lose the Gul'dan? How do you win, right? How do you win?
Welcome.
I thought we had time to stabilize. My read was we're more likely to stabilize playing this out traditionally without discarding our Gul'dan. That I think we'll stabilize with Gul'dan, and we'll have time to do stuff later. Your play was instead, let's take a little bit of risk and stabilize now and play Gul'dan later. It's just 2 different sides of the same... You know, 2 different approaches, same kind of result at the end of the day, but just when do you assume the risk? I assumed the risk a little bit later, you assume the risk a little bit earlier. I don't think either one's necessarily wrong, but definitely a good point. Have you ever drawn Gul'dan with Soularium? Yes, a lot, a couple times. 3 or 4 times. Hukus, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. My god, dude. Thank you, Hukus. That's awfully nice. Appreciate that, Hukus.
Aha!
Let's just play for Cataclysm this game, right, guys? Like, let's just play for Cataclysm. We know what this dude's about. Let's just play for Cataclysm with no Gul'dan. Let's just play for Cataclysm. We'll see what happens. But Hukus, love it, man. Thank you, Hukus. Also, guys, today we've had how many new followers? I don't know, because Streamlabs changed their dashboard and made it 100 times worse. It doesn't tell me how many new followers I've had today. Like, really? It's very annoying. Oh, 23 new followers today. So thank you, guys. That's awesome. It's very hard. Now I have to hit 2 buttons to find any given stats instead of all of the stats being in the same place. Oh, there it is. Cataclysm's going to have 6. So as long as we don't draw Gul'dan, we're on the perfect Cataclysm. And this is a great hand of Cataclysm, too. Perfect hand.
Aha!
Remember his Geist. Yep, that's true. He's not playing it yet, thankfully, because these are all going to get Cataclysmed away. That's good, too, because it means it won't hurt our deck for fatigue, which is nice. So unless we lose a Gul'dan, this is sort of the perfect scenario. Just don't draw Gul'dan and we're fine. It's 1 out of 21. 1 out of 21. Very unlikely to happen. Very unlikely to draw Gul'dan. Almost impossible. 1 out of 21. Great odds for us. No Gul'dan is coming ever. Never a Gul'dan. Perfect. Yes. It's actually a great discard card too. I can get 1 face damage through. Now we have turn 5 quest. We have plenty of health to work with. We have a cool Zavas in hand. Good cards in the deck. We did lose a Godfrey, but that was going to happen anyway. That was his thing. So really the only good card we lost. We burned a bunch of 1-mana stuff that was going to die anyway. Pretty much the perfect start against this guy's deck. He shouldn't have a high pressure play on turn 5 either. He's going to have just reactive stuff. He won't have anything to play here. So he's going to just pass because he can't even life tap. He might have like a Stonehill, but even that's a little bit risky as far as your hand size is concerned. Am I good or what, guys? Am I good? Am I good? No Fear wasn't following. My God, dude, thanks. We are indeed getting very close to 20k followers. Also, even maybe more remarkably, on YouTube, we're getting close to 50k subs, guys. 50. We might hit them at about the same time, even. We're now over 49,000, I think, on YouTube. Yeah, 49,001. It's over 49,000! I freaking love this deck. Me too, VFB, dude. And I freaking love you for the 1,000 bits drop today.
Welcome.
Hey!
Boys,
Sinister!
by the hearth, won't
Sinister Remnant, dude. Ooh, that's a good win condition for him, actually. Ooh, interesting. Things just got a little spicier, guys. Ah, interesting. Okay, now we've got something to think about. This changes the game a little bit. That changes the game a little bit, guys. It will not discard Zavas, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, yes! Nice, Zavas. Way to go, Zavas! Cataclysm might be handy, too, honestly. Just because we can make this Zavas 8/8 first off, but he might get some bored at some point. But Sinister, dude, thank you for the tier 1 sub. That's so nice. You've had a lot of subs today, guys. Thank you, everybody, for the kindnesses. Hey, Regis, saw that video of Prismatic Lens and fell in love a bit. Rocked a couple Bone Mares, and the Death Rattle Ace cost Treants to keep up with aggro. Oh, interesting. Do you feel like the Bone Mares ever don't have anything to target, even though they're 1 mana? Like, does it ever feel like you're just kind of floating a dude? I might Cataclysm if we don't draw Gul'dan, guys, depending on what we draw. You guys think a Cataclysm's worth it here just to play a big Zavas? I think so. An 8/8 Zavas is sort of insane. He does have Siphon Soul in his deck, I know, but what if he doesn't have the Siphon Soul? Even if he does, he's not committing to the 3/2s, so I get to do an additional 6 points of damage. And he's also not playing Rin stuff. Whoa! Whoa! Sinister dropping 1,500 bits. Holy moly. Holy mackerel. Dropping the tier 1 sub and then 1,500 bits. Thank you. Oh, there's our owl buddy. We've come to know this guy very closely. He's an old friend of ours. He's an old friend of ours. This is going to go away anyway because of the Skulking Geist. So, oh, that's good. It's good to see soon. All right. Well, now we're kind of winning this game via pressure, which is interesting too, because it's keeping his Rin irrelevant at the moment, which is nice. Like, he's just on the back foot really hard. Now, he does have tons of life gain and tons of removal, so it's not like this is ever really going to stick for long. But as long as he's thinking about it... Oh, that breaks his Rin as well some of the times. He might have just broken his Rin there as well. Interesting. Because now his Rin cannot play the Azari unless he plays a Stonehill Defender the same turn and summons a demon, but he doesn't have a Stonehill Defender. So now his Rin is not a win condition. He just lost the Rin condition. The Rin condition. The Rin condition, I love it. Sinister with a 1,500 freaking bits, dude. That's so insane. Thank you so much. Dropping the beautiful cheer motes. And Aragorn with the holy bits, too. Thank you, guys. Let's drop a bit train. There it is. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Hashtag Rin condition. Perfect. Perfect. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da. Hey, 100 bits from Drake Money. Thank you, Drake Money. Drake could afford more than 100 bits for the record, but but I'm not complaining. I'll take it. I'll take it. So Gul'dan here, obvious. I mean, Even just hero powering this dude's face at this point is an impactful play, so. He's going to have to commit to like Twisting Nether here, which means he's not... First off, he's going to kill one of his own demons, maybe. Well, he might have a Hellfire number 2, or even a Defile here is not terrible, so he may actually have an easier answer. But he is damaging his own stuff, I think, in either scenario. I think we just start pinging face. I think he's going to run out of healing at some point. Okay, I actually like that play. That's a sneaky good play with the Lord Godfrey there. Sneaky good. Yeah. Oh, I like that way better. Thank you, man. That's nice. Appreciate that. Just gonna Void Lord instead, though. It's fine. It just gets in the way a ton. He's already played his Owl, so his removal options here are limited, and now my 3/2s will make a much bigger impact. And moving forward, I'm just gonna start hero powering phase a lot. Oh man, am I still a train? Shoot. Thank you, No Fear, for the 85 bits, man. Rocking the cheer trade. Awfully nice of you. Okay, I don't even know if I kill this. I might just still ping face, honestly. He's so low. Oh, well, Defile obviously makes that math very different. Is there a way to do this where I... nah, screw it. I'm just gonna leave up the little baby ones. I don't care. Ping in face. The little baby ones just don't matter that much, and we're at a great high pressure scenario now. Now, Gul'dan really is the only thing he has here that spooks me a ton, because it just gives him the ability to survive against our damage output. But even then, I don't know. He's gonna have a lot of Void Lords in the pool either way. I still have an infinite army of dudes, plenty of health. We're actually ahead for the fatigue battle, which is kind of nuts to think about. Honestly, have good draws incoming too. Nothing I draw is particularly bad on its own, except maybe Kobold Librarian. But like Lakari's fine to draw on an empty hand. Doomguards are good to draw on an empty hand. Stonehills are good, so we're in a great spot. He's even now life tapping still, looking for some sort of survivable answer. That's gonna buy him a little time. Yeah, double Spellstone. Okay. Still gonna ping face, I think. Skull is probably gonna get lost, but that's fine. Who cares? He does have another, or actually any Defile. I guess he hasn't yet to play a Defile, so Defile's good for him. So we know his hand is that 7-turn card is the Ren Demon. He's got 3 other cards that we don't know yet, right? We have to presume no Gul'dan, because I think he would have already played it, unless he just top decked it. He did find the Defile off the top. Okay. He might have Weapon Break as well. Apparently not, or we would have seen it. But, oh, there it is. Yep. There's the Weapon Break. I think Ping Face is still the right move, especially with Doomguard. This puts us on a great clock, right? He's now down to exactly 3, so he pretty much has to find Gul'dan at this point off the top. This is a Rin card. Some other card we don't know. Like, what could this be? Like... I don't know what this is. Maybe a Twisting Nether for a last-ditch effort. He's been holding on to it forever. It's not Gul'dan, or he would have played it long ago. Not Gul'dan, so I don't know what it is. Twisting Nether here. It's Twisting Nether. He's going to Twisting Nether, but then he's dead to hero power, so it doesn't matter. Yep. Man, I'm actually reading cards fairly successfully today, guys. It's been a good day for card reads. When was the last time you played Monster Hunt on stream?
GG.
I don't know, when it came out, I guess. Like, right the moment it came out, it's probably the last time. Drake money, thank you for another 100 bits, man. Now, that's some Drake money right there. There's some Drake money. Prediction game is strong with Regis. Yes, predictions and analytical stuff, both. Like, we've had a good day for that sort of thing. We know that guy's deck through and through, though, so it helps. We've played him 3 straight times. He's lost twice to Quest Warlock. I'm just glad we won the best of 3. So, guys, I'm going to play one more game here. One more game. And that'll be it for the stream. Got to go after this one, despite having a whopping 305 viewers. That is bonkers. But I do have to run it at noon, unfortunately. He looks a bit like Thomas. The weapon will give him a free 10/10. It would, you're right. It's not bad, but it removed that as a straight win condition. We could deal with 1 10/10, just trading in imps and stuff or taunting through it. Like, there are ways for us to survive that. You read cards all the time, most often when it costs you the game. That's true. We do call a lot of bad cards. I mean, some of those are just calling bad luck. I mean, that was one where we actually used some deduction to figure out what a card was, right? Just based on previous turns, what he had and hadn't played, and based on the sorts of things he might be holding on to for a long time. You could start to deduce there's only a couple cards left in his deck that makes sense there. Because, you know, he floated some mana here and there. It wasn't a demon and stuff, because the weapons maybe. I don't remember if he had a weapon up or not, but you get the idea. Like, you can use your deductive skills to determine what something is at some point. Yeah, this is fine. There's pretty much all bad discards. I would have preferred the librarian, but anything here's okay. Just want to threaten that... Oh, or not. All right. Weird. Okay. Yeah, that's big. It's scary. Yeah, that's good against all the big stuff this deck can play. I know that I'm giving him a heal here, but I want to be able to kill this before it becomes like a 32-32 or something. What's wrong with the even lock? I used to climb over rank 5 and now can't even reach rank 10. I don't know, the MX. What are you seeing in particular that seems to be disrupting your ability to win? I mean, I have not been playing it myself, so it's hard for me to say that any given thing may or may be good or bad. That's fine. I kind of wanted that guy, honestly, but that's okay. This thing keeps dodging somehow, but we'll be all right. I'm going to leave, too. I have some work to do. Best Hearthstone stream. Thank you, Night Shroud, man. That's awfully nice. We have had a ton of viewers today, so thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Like, really. 300-plus viewers today. What's going on there? I love it, man. That's really nice of you guys. I don't really know if we can win this game straight up or if I have to achieve quest. I mean, controlling the board is what's going to matter most, I guess. So, really just going to take this turn by turn and see what happens, I think. I don't feel like there's any really obvious... I want to save these for a post-Psychic Scream world. Because I'm scared of burst damage from craziness happening. Guess I can play one. This is going to put me at 4 out of 6 if I want. That's getting close. It might be worth it. That might be worth it. Yeah, a lot of viewers today, guys. How many? Where are we at? We're top 5 right now for Hearthstone streams on English, guys. Thank you, everyone. Man, top 5 English streams. That's awesome. Maybe it's because we love your beard. Maybe it is. My God, that could be it. I'm going to do this. This is fine. Can even life tap after. See what we get. Wouldn't mind a Kobold Librarian off the top, honestly. Be fine. Defile. Yeah, probably not super impactful, but... I'm a little worried about this turn, though. See, this is what I'm stressed about. Like, this given turn might be the turn that beats me, right? Like, if he plays a big thing here and he can, like, buff it a lot, I might just die. Might just die. You're the best. Thanks, BKLTD. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and Defile Soulfire that, guys, believe it or not. Maybe I hold the... No, I'm gonna do it. It doesn't kill it. It does not kill it, I'm well aware. But it might prevent him from, like, double buffing it into a giant guy. Whoa! Susumi's, dude! We're dropping 1,000 bits, my God, Susumi's joining Drake Money and Sinister Element and VFB dropping some big time bits today, man. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Susumi's, for the 1,000 bits. That's awfully nice of you, man. You got a new badge in chat now. I think you're an Angry Chicken at this point, right? Angry Chicken badge. I'm not going to tap anymore because now we just have the minions to win, and I don't want to lose to a 0 power, which we very well might. And this deck actually is more of a... I didn't realize this at first. I was thinking we were playing more of the Zalay, like, buff priest, but because that Divine Spirit kind of led me astray, but now that I look more carefully, it looks like this is going to have some Mind Blasts in it, which are going to be way more scary, because now I need Gul'dan, like, really bad. Or some sort of life gain, at least. Preventing this minion damage could help, but I suspect we're still going to die really soon. And of course, that Duskbreaker changes the clock on return lethal as well. So I think we do indeed need Gul'Daniel. I think you're right. I think you're right. Gul'Daniel might be very important to get here. Psychic Scream. Okay, can live with that. It's gonna take me 4 or 5 turns to win via minions, right? And I have to assume we're gonna die to Mind Blast before that point, unless we find Gul'dan like now. Man, double Duskbreaker. Again the Duskbreaker. Ugh. And he made Gul'dan even less likely to hit now, too. Yeah, an Imp is definitely GG. He only has to play 1 card now to win, so I have to find something that doesn't die to the minion damage. Okay, this is familiar. This looks like a familiar process. Oh boy. So guys, this is gonna be it for me today, and we're gonna raid somebody though. Don't fret, your fun is not over. You're gonna have fun on a raid right now, and you're gonna be nice and drop some follows and some encouraging words and some kindness as always to this individual. And I'll be back tonight too, so even if you don't enjoy the raid somehow magically, which I'm told you will, even if you don't enjoy the raid, I'll be back for more fun this evening. So hopefully I'll catch you guys again soon. Keep an eye on YouTube for some new videos between now and then. But until then, thank you so much for the kindnesses today, guys. Lots of new bits and craziness there. We had how many bits today total? We had a total of 5,000 freaking bits. We had 10 plus subs, and we had 28 new followers. All fantastic stuff. So thank you, everyone. Had a lot of fun playing crazy decks. We actually won some games, won some cool games too at that. So appreciate your time. Thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, game on.